yeah, rolling down. You start to feel the season as we move towards September, closer and closer. You get that vibe going, you know. And then this joint practice was exactly what you wanted to hear too. I mean, the change of scenery was a huge positive apparently. And the guys have already mentioned how, oh man, we get tired of working against each other every day, you know, same thing. They got it today, and there were plenty of moments out there to dissect and ruminate over during the Niners' first joint practice with the Vikings. And the biggest wow moment that had the fans in the stands excited from what the writers are saying. Yet another Trey to Gray connection. 7-7 drills, but you know what? This is something that's actually seemingly growing by leaps and bounds, huh? Because they both trust each other. They both know each other. Every time they do that, it's a step further toward solidifying that relationship to the point where now they can run that against anybody. So tonight, going to the phones to discuss the first day of the joint practice between the Niners and Vikings, as reported by the media. Have you noticed also that Nick Bosa and Jauan Kinlaw thing getting back together like it was before Nick went down? Because, you know, when Jauan grows up, he wants to be just like Nick. And Nick's giving him props out there. So, you know, he's watching Nick. He's watching him like it's a student, right? And I've said this before. If Jauan Kinlaw can have any of the skill set, any of it, even if 2 or 3 techniques, with that size, oh, Jesus. Nick's praising him all the time. Good, Nick. Keep that up. In fact, and today was a homecoming for Trey Lance. He grew up in Marshall, Minnesota, located only 150 miles from the Vikings practice facility. Plenty of Lance's family and friends were in attendance for today's workout, making Lance probably crazy. See, he gets inspired by the crowd. I like that. I like that a lot. For tomorrow's workout, they've even went as far as to bus in the coaches and players from Trey's former high school to watch Thursday's practice. Did it? Lance get more love in Minnesota than it was in San Francisco. We never flew any people in, Kyle. Why not? It makes them crazy. Do it. T. Lance was also greeted by members of the local media who covered his career since he was all the way back in high school. And he was delighted. Lance was delighted and is quoted as saying, I was excited. I get to see my family, see some of my friends, but it is work at this point. These 2 days of practice should be awesome for us. And Saturday as well. I can't wait to that game. Emmanuel Mosley, unquote, by the way. Emmanuel Mosley, Eric Armstead, Danny Gray are all back in action as well. The CB and D linemen are coming off injuries sustained during training camp. Whew, man, I'm gonna stop saying the word injury because I think it brings on bad juju or something. But Armstead, you know about his knee sprain. He's Mosley. He's back. Mosley hamstring. Mosley suited up. I got this glowing feeling as soon as I felt Mosley suited up. I thought he's going to be out. Like, Mosley's still nursing that hamstring that he hurt back in camp and we're in week 3 of the regular season. Oh, here we go. You know, but Mosley, he suited up today and took part in individual drills. Per Coach Kyle Shanahan, both sat out of scrimmage and team drills. D. Gray, I like the guys that I said. D. Gray was day-to-day with hip and back soreness as a full participant in practice. And you got to get that from you guys who can run like D. Gray. I just don't want the hamstring to go. It seems like they can get over anything but the hamstrings. And you really don't hear about calf injuries with speedsters. It's always a hammy. But day-to hip and back, hip is kind of scary. That's going to require some attention from our on-facility people who do that kind of attention. But the Lance Gray chemistry continues to build after connecting for a touchdown in the preseason opener versus the Packers. Lance and Gray linked up for another deep ball score in 7-on-7 drills. DG beat Vikings quarterback Patrick Peterson. Patrick, still hanging out, huh? Good. You came in handy today. And hauled in another 50-plus yard touchdown for the Lance. If you saw him do it, it was a thing of beauty. With Daniel Brunskill also, Daniel Brunskill dealing with a hamstring injury, we saw Nick, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Zakelj. Now, if you look at the rules of English, vowel and consonant line up here, it should say Zakelj, but that's not right. It depends on where he's from, where his family's from, how they pronounce it. So I'm going to just call him Nick Z, okay? Anyway, he's an offensive lineman, so you know what I'm talking about. He took snaps at center position. They want to keep this guy. You can tell. Nick Z spent most of his college career playing at left tackle, but has worked in as a guard during training camp and is now getting reps at another interior position at the offensive line, which is center, which is what we're all worried about because the fact of the matter is if you got one center that can snap the ball and you've got Brunskill on the sidelines, it still hurts. Well, now you've got a problem, and you've only got a few weeks to fix it. We don't know how long Brunskill's going to be out. So there's Brindle. George Odom. You know, I like this signing when I read up about him. As soon as he came in, you saw his resume, you said, never misses tackles? Really? He can play some defense, too. He intercepted Vikings QB1, and you know who that is. And one of the more exciting defensive plays of the day, Odom picked off Mrs. Cousins' baby boy, Kirk, on a pass intended for Dalvin Cook. He was standing between all kinds of superstars during the scrimmage portion of practice. And get this, Jimmy Ward was not exaggerating about them Pick City T-shirts. Odom's INT is one of nearly 20 made by the 49ers defensive unit throughout training camp thus far, and we're not over training camp yet. 20 INTs? GTFO. You know what, man? Oh! With J-Dub sideline due to a hamstring injury, extra production for the rest of the safeties is crucial, and you know this, to the success of this secondary. Whew, man, I've liked him anyway. I started, he doesn't miss tackles, huh? I kept repeating, he doesn't miss tackles, huh? You know how we watch games? Guys are coming downfield, he's juking and cutting, and then he breaks a tackle. You say, God! You know, you get all crazy. This guy doesn't miss tackles. We'll see. Nick Bosa was out raising hell in many, as he likes to do. Mama Cheryl Bosa's smaller bear continues to shine in camp practice. But never mind that, fam. Here's the point. Because if all goes according to Shanahan's plan, Bosa will not take a single snap in preseason games. I ain't got no problem with that. We have plenty of people who need work out there, and we need to take a closer look at. If Nick Bosa's sitting up in the stands during preseason games, I am delighted. Don't let him pull up any kind of injury in preseason. It is so not worth it. We know he can play. He doesn't have anything to prove to anybody in preseason. So, in addition to at least one would-be sack, 11-on-11 drills, number 9-7 also had a nice run stop at Vikings back. Alexander Madison, solid tackle on Dalvin Cook. Yeah, Dalvin Cook. That's Nick Bosa come running down through here. Are you crazy? Nick will be taking a lot. Look for Nick this year to be talking like Mike this year, Chicago Mike. After being missed at the end of last season when it was time to hand out all the accolades, there's Skip Nick. There's said no. Nah, Nick, we don't care if you just came off of a surgery. The doctor said he can't believe you could move like that after it was over. No, we don't care if you got more sacks this year than you ever have. No, we don't care. Nick will be yelling things like, acknowledge me. I can't wait. Just got to keep him healthy. That's. And Deebo was heating up. Deebo was making clutch catches again today. You knew it wouldn't take long. All of a sudden, we're in Deebo's name way more than that other fella. I hope he doesn't mind. Brandon like you will have his purpose, though. Them two in combination is what everybody's talking about. Along with Nick. I mean, you look at Danny Gray, Deebo. They all bring something special to the table. This could be one of the 49ers' most incredible offensive attack. I need my running back room to get straight. You don't have any. There's no weakness in that. Trey Lance linked up with all of his receivers on this first-team offense, completing several passes to Deebo during the scrimmage portion of practice. Lance's two most impressive connections with Deebo included a touchdown throw to open up red zone drills and a fourth-down conversion that was good for 20-plus yards. Go TL, go Deebo, go offense. Lance said when asked about his growing connection with Samuel, quote, I felt like we were always hot. He's done a great job these last few days. The more reps we get together, the more stuff we get to watch together, the better we're going to be. Unquote. I get this. I'm loving this. I can't wait till Saturday. Switching things up is a good thing, fam. And this is the 49ers' first road trip of the 2022 campaign. Remember last year we were saying the 49ers play better football on the road than they do at home? What if that's the case this year? What's so funny? No, it's not a good thing this year. We got more games at home this year. Don't we have 9? That's over half the season we spent at home. When's the last time that happened to the 49ers? The administrators who do these schedules must have forgot about it. We don't like the 49ers. Put them on the damn road going east every other damn week. So, it's nice. So it really is. As I say, now switching things up is a good thing. This is the 49ers' first road trip of the 2020 campaign, as I mentioned. Wednesday's workout proved to be a nice change of pace for both teams. Coach Jennings has had these 2 joint practices circled on the calendar and frequently referred to them as the most important than the 3 preseason games on the schedule. You know how Jauan is? He sees little things during those workouts because, he has more mobility. He can move around. He doesn't have to stay in one spot. Jennings probably halfway on the field half the time and watching an interior line and everything else that's going on. But hopefully he's making sure to stay out of the way. Can you imagine our coach getting blasted off the field? He can't work for the first 2 or 3 weeks. Let me not talk that as I withdraw that. Players feel the same way after lining up against their own teammates for the past 3 weeks of training camp as well. Coach Jennings said, quote, "It's always nice to change the scenery and go against some different people. I know our players like that, and always going against different fronts and schemes and different concepts is good for the monotony we've had." Quote, George Kittle is loving the shift in scenery, as he is quoted saying, I love not blocking Nick Bosa. Can you imagine? Did you see, what is that dude that was on what's that guy's name? Mr. something. That's a huge dude. What is he? Was on Brick by Brick. I had no idea. He's bigger than George. Guy's a clown, too. My God, he had me laughing. No, I don't need to warm up. I'm going to just drop this down and feel about 70 yards. He's looking at and Joe's looking at him like, we don't need it. Well, you don't need to warm up. He went out there, and I don't know. They didn't show that part. I turned my head. I didn't see him throw the ball. But anyway, going back to George, he's going to say, I love not blocking Nick Bosa. It's wonderful. I love the change of scenery, the beautiful facility. It's been a great day so far. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Oh, God, yes. Fam, your comments tonight on what's going on with the 49ers as they continue to develop and evolve. And I like what Kyle's doing. We normally I think we have more injuries in this than we currently do right now. You know what I worry about though? The only thing I was thinking about, I was listening to a cast where they were talking about Tyreek Hill and how it's going to affect the Kansas City Chiefs. And then I said to myself, you know what? He is the X factor of any game. I wonder if he's going to be able to do the same with the Dolphins, and if Kansas City's going to be stripped down at least a level. So I'm looking forward to that, too. But, it's amazing. Hey, Steven, get in here, you at Rome. Oh, sorry. Castro 007. He's a Raider fan. Niners will win NFC and Raiders AFC Super Bowl bound. Okay. I can go for that. I'll be nervous as hell during the course of that game because we cannot lose to you people. Because if we do, I'll have to change my name, go into witness protection program and everything else to get away from Raider fans who I know personally, who know where I live and how to find me.
Ronbo,
Steven.
I would want nothing more than the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl to meet the Niners just to get that ass whooping. There'd be nothing more that I would love.
You and me both.
Old.
You know how football games go, though, fam. If something should go wrong, you would see me in the last minute of the fourth quarter. If I think the Raiders got this, the screen will go black, and I'll go into hiding. You won't see me for months. The Raider fans are the most obnoxious, irritating. You know what? They're worse than people talk about the Hawks fans and everybody else. Even they're right there with the Cowboy fans back when the Cowboys were winning. The Raider fans are just awful. My God, they won't leave it.
Ronbo, I see Raider fans as herpes. Seasonal herpes. That's exactly what they are.
Because Steven,
No matter if they win or lose, they're always coming after
always,
the
but right now they can't say anything because the last few years, they've failed miserably, right? So the thing is, they've got 3 trophies. They've been jealous because they became the village idiots of the Bay Area after the 49ers ran to supremacy, right? And the Raiders are the afterthought. But the Raiders were the cream of the 49ers were the cream of the crop. So now the Raiders took exception to that. Now every 49er fan has to deal with them and that mouth. Look, I'm getting mad. Steven, let's talk about something more pleasant.
All right. So let's talk about I'm telling you, I want to keep talking about Brock Purdy because I really think he's going to overtake Nate Sudfeld this next game. I don't see them playing Trey Lance. I haven't seen anything about them saying he's going to start the Viking game. If he does, cool.
No.
But most likely, I have a feeling Brock Purdy is probably going to start over Nate Sudfeld this game. Just because Brock Purdy, oh, absolutely. Brock Purdy throws dimes. Brock Purdy plays the QB position well enough to throw the ball Purdy. Like, let's put it like that. Brock Purdy makes it look Purdy. And every time, at every corner, Ronbo, he doesn't have a lot of power. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect him to be throwing like lasers like Trey Lance, Kaepernick.
But you can see he's
let's
intelligent.
say, Mahomes. Yeah, he's intelligent. And you know who else is like that? Ironically enough, you know who else is kind of like that?
What do you think?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah. But Justin's got the combination of a cannon and smarts.
Yeah, I see a lot of Brock Purdy becoming something real, real special. And if he stays on the 49ers, regardless if he's second or third, if Kyle keeps him and molds him into a QB, we might actually see a better, smarter, like just non-forcible version of what Nick Mullins should have been. Because Nick Mullins, granted, he was decent, but the thing is that he had no power and no sight for the downfield at all.
He didn't look as cerebral out there as Purdy. Purdy looked like he's been in the league for years. In that few minutes he was out there. Now, granted, he was playing against the lesser competition, but he looked to me like he knew exactly what he was doing. He never looked confused. He knew right where he was going all the time. I like his cool. I saw what you're talking about.
Yeah, what got me going about how he plays Rumble was when he went for 2. Instead of, we'll just go for the field goal. Go for 2, and he made it.
Perfectly placed. Over the left, was that the right shoulder, right over the shoulder. I said, look at that.
And it's like, I don't see Nate Sudfeld doing that. Nate Sudfeld's tall as fuck, but he can't throw. He has no QB awareness, no downfield awareness, no cerebral connection.
This is nothing exciting about it.
He just looks like he's just there. He's like, I'm here, I'm third string, I'm second, cool. I'm just going to follow this, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Sorry.
Steve, you may get your wish because Kyle, I know he's looking at both of them closely. And he's not going to give the nod to a guy just because they paid him $2 million. He's going to go with the guy that he thinks can help him the most. And if Purdy could beat him out this weekend, and the third game could be interesting to see who they put in. I know Trey's going to play the third game for the first few minutes. That's the rehearsal game. And then let's see what comes in after that. You can always tell where Kyle's going when he places guys in what time of the game he's placing them, right? So we'll see.
Yeah. I also want to talk about Danny Gray, about how he's just climbing through all the wide receivers in that room.
Yeah.
There's a generational talent about that kid if he stays healthy. And if he stays on top of his shit, there is something special about him.
Yep. He can get free. He can get free. And that's what you call a downfield threat. And Trey's looking for him all the time. He's not looking for Deebo because Deebo does his thing in another area. He's not looking for Ayuk, which is kind of – I'm curious about what's going on with Ayuk. His role is going to be what? Because already we're hearing about Deebo and Danny, and Ayuk, all of a sudden we're not hearing anything. How come?
Yeah. Or Jauan Jennings.
Jauan's getting himself in the doghouse, and I'm not sure about if Ray's killing him or what. It's going to – Stephen, we're going to be talking about that, I think, for a whole show one time. The wide receiver lineup, the depth chart as far as they go, right along with the running back room, it's really up in the air. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ray McCloud's really making a name for himself, too. Everybody all together, I think they're really, Danny Gray, Deebo, Ray, they're all, and Brandon Ayuk. It's unfortunate because I think Trent Sherfield is still on the team. Travis Benjamin's gone.
No.
But all the other wide receivers in that room
No,
are
Sherfield's
just kind of being left in the dark.
No, Steven, Sherfield's been gone. He left a while back.
Oh, he's been gone.
Yeah. We got.
And then what else?
We got a lot of wide receivers. Sherfield's not one of them. There's Mac. There's a few more guys that nobody's talking about, and that's not a good thing. They pretty much, if you wanted to bet money on who they're going to cut, the names you don't hear are the ones that are probably going to get cut.
Yeah.
And so we're going to find out.
Man, I'm excited for this year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this year because I don't really know what to expect. Everyone's like, oh, 49ers going to win the Super Bowl. But, you can't really be like, oh, yeah, they're the best. They're going to stay the best, all that good stuff. So we'll see.
They just got to grow because they're a young team now. And everybody says we're the oldest team in the league, but we got a lot of youngsters in key positions now. So whatever we were last year as far as age goes, I think we dropped a level at least. So we'll find out more about that shortly. So.
Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo, I know you're busy. I'm going to let you go. I'll see you Friday, all right? I'll probably bring up some more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, fam. I'll see you then. Have a great night. Night, Rome.
You too.
And big show, Brock Purdy versus everybody. Where's Don Burr? Don Burr, we got to get some Don Burr T-shirts. Hey, is that Hayden? Hayden.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Hayden. Man, Hayden, I didn't know what to expect when the 49ers went through that joint practice, but I'm delighted with what I'm hearing today. And there's people around the league, even Kirk Cousins, I think, said the 49ers are going to be the team to beat. All the analysts around the league are saying, the 49ers. Is there anybody that you believe is going to upset the Rams from winning that division? And without hesitation, people, 49ers are in that division the last time I checked. And if there's going to be a team that's going to knock the Rams off in that division or around the league period, it's going to be the 49ers. That's show you right. And Hayden, it could be. Are the Rams fans here tonight? I know they are, clowns. Go ahead, Hayden. What are you thinking?
Okay, but I want to talk about something. Okay, remember this guy that Trey Lance threw a lot of balls to, and he did really good in preseason, but he kind of vanished in the season. Now, I'm not saying Danny Gray's going to be like that, but remember they would call him textbook. Okay, listen, I'm not calling Danny Gray like he's just.
You just want to make a point in perspective. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to say, don't get so, really, really, really excited about one guy, and then when you don't see him, you know what I mean? Because, this is what happened. I'm not saying Danny Gray is going to be that, but I'm just saying it could happen. So I'm just saying don't get so, because I'm excited about him too, because I feel like him and Trey Lance are going to throw another bomb touchdown. I just have that feeling. I noticed Trey Lance throws a lot of touchdowns on third downs.
Yeah.
Third downs, normally not first downs.
He had a fourth down. He had a fourth downer today that they made work. I forgot what the play was, but yeah. No, he's gonna learn he's got to see these situations over and over for a minute, and he'll learn to figure those out. Those are things he's got yet to work through.
Is Trent Sherfield, is he on our team still?
No.
Yeah. So see what I mean?
Yeah, Sherfield.
I'm just want to give the fans don't get so. Oh my God, this is the best. This is the best player ever.
No, but you know what, Hayden? He's got to work out because they drafted him. Sherfield wasn't drafted; he was brought in, and as I believe was he a free agent? Anyway, this kid has got speed to burn, and that's what's going to make him a better downfield threat. That's what makes him more dangerous. And apparently, he knows he's good at locating the ball.
What do you think he's going to be in the depth chart?
Danny? Good question, Hayden. Good question.
And what happened to Jauan Jennings? Where did he go?
Well, Jauan's going to have to pick it up. He hasn't got a lot of time left. I really don't think the 49ers will cut him, but
No.
He's got to make more appearances and show somebody something. And he's dropped the ball a lot so far, and that's a no-no with Kyle.
Yeah,
sure.
That was his issue in the beginning of his rookie season.
Yeah, it's come back to haunt him this year. He's had some balls that he's dropped. I don't know what was his problem, but you can do that now and then in practice, but you just don't do that consistently, and he's been doing that consistently. So he's not being looked at closely. Danny Gray, of course, is. Deebo and Ayuk are not because they've made it no matter what they do next.
Well, yeah, no matter what. But you know what I've noticed? There's less Brandon Ayuk and Trey Lance, and because everyone was like, "Oh, Brandon Ayuk it's all right." I get he's been training through the off seasons with Trey Lance a lot, but still, Deebo's the starter. Hey guys, don't get that twisted. And it's funny because like a lot of people when Deebo was getting all the talk about him getting traded, and then when we kept him, a lot of 49ers haters were like, oh, well, he's not going to be your wide back or running back anymore. But it's in his contract. If I forgot what it is, but if he does an amount of running, like a touchdown or something from running back,
he gets extra money. And the 49ers might have been happy to throw that in there. Because his business card says wide receiver. So if you got him doing extra things, then don't ask him to do that without compensating him at least something. Because he's very important in that role, and he does a great job. Jesus Christ, he's good at that.
It's kind of funny, though, how that always happens. Like, one of the 49ers stars are going to get traded, and then somehow, remember Trent Williams? Oh, God.
Nobody was mad at Trent. He went about it in such a professional fashion. Remember, Hayden? He wasn't saying anything.
I'm just saying, it was kind of out of the blue, and then it was we didn't know if what was gonna happen. And then remember, he was gonna go with the Chiefs, but then I don't know, John Lynch did something.
He flew all the way out there, which scared the bejesus. That was a good move, though. He's out there calling you from Kansas City. Yeah, if you got to do something, we need to do it soon because they're about to wrap this up here. And that lets me know on the other end of the phone in San Francisco that, what do you mean they're wrapping? Okay, are you considering signing with them? Okay, listen, Trent, don't sign anything. Hold on. And Kyle sprinted. He didn't even get in his car back to the office to tell people, hey, whoa, we're about to lose Trent Williams. And they got that done in a minute. That's what you do it.
Because I don't know what would be about Trent Williams because, dude, he is a beast.
The best of all time in Madden? Nobody's ever got that score. That's just how awesome this dude is. And you can let him sign with Kansas City? Let Patrick Mahomes have Trent Williams?
I know Patrick Mahomes out of all people.
Don't do it. God.
I feel like the Chargers are going to win the AFC.
I know we all do it. Who doesn't? There are some people who think the Raiders have a chance. The Chiefs and Broncos have a chance. But when you look at it, Hayden, what are your reasons for thinking that the Chargers are going to win that division? Everybody believes the same thing.
That defense is just the defense, and then Justin Herbert. He's pretty good. I like Justin Herbert.
And Derwin James is healthy right now. Good Lord. With that defense, and you got Derwin James, the boot, that's going to be the game of circle, Hayden, right now. I don't know when we play them. But our heart's going to be pumping pretty fast before that game. That's going to be a test.
Yeah.
God. There's no... You know what, though? We've seen teams like this before. And the Chargers should have been better last year, and they took a dive. So we'll find out. Hey, Hayden, always great. We got to go, though. I'll be back Friday, and
all right.
And we'll talk before the game. Yeah, we got to talk before the game. Yeah, all right. All right. Night, Hayden.
See you Friday.
Looking forward to it. All right. Bye. Goodbye, Hayden. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, the 49ers said, man, y'all think that because we just playing each other, this is like who we are. We'll beat anybody's behind. We're going to Minnesota? Come on, let's go. And you know what I didn't read, though, Emilio? I didn't hear about what many did to us. I just realized I got to go find out what that report's talking about. I do know what we did to them, though, but I like it. Emilio, what do you take from today's workout?
They didn't do too much because I watched a couple highlights. It's mostly what Trey did and what's his name? The offensive defense did.
And Odom went in and picked off Kirk Cousins? What? Really?
Yeah, like I said, that's the highlight there because they didn't do too much. So, like they weren't. I don't know. For some reason, they weren't trying, or they couldn't do nothing.
They couldn't do nothing.
But
It's just like our offense has been fighting to get a nut every day. And there's just a bunch of little squirrels out there trying to get. The defense belongs. The world belongs to the defense so far. But that's making our offense, Emilio. It's exactly as planned. Our offense is rough. If they get out from underneath guys,
we have a quarterback that has an arm, Ronbo.
They got a quarterback
with an arm.
Wait a minute, before you start, I knew you would. They also got a wide receiver that's got some feet. Huh.
Yeah, we got a couple this time around.
Who's went downfield deep and made the most catches so far?
Oh, Danny Gray.
Okay, I'll rest my case. But you can go ahead to the next point.
Like I said, we finally got a quarterback.
Well, if we had Danny Gray
last
year.
I'm sorry, Jimmy
No. As I said, if he could throw the ball past Emmanuel.
You know what?
No, if he could throw the ball past Emmanuel Sanders by that length, I'll be damned if he can't throw the ball downfield.
You know what? You keep using that sorry excuse with that.
I'm just letting you know for that misconception.
You can't use that.
I can.
You got to really count yourself.
If I throw the ball over somebody's head 40 yards down the field, it means I can do it.
Ronbo, you can throw a damn ball that far, and doesn't mean you're going to hit the man every time, and it doesn't mean you're going to do it every time. Listen, you got to realize Jimmy can do that every time.
Emilio,
he's doing that every blue moon.
Here's the point. Ain't nobody going to be throwing the ball, threading no needle into no tight windows 50 yards down the field. I need some guy that I can see as a quarterback that's going to beat the coverage, and I can put the ball out there. This thing about separation gets past a lot of people. Danny Gray can do that, and I love it, and I'm glad we got him. Stop picking on Jimmy about that. It's wrong. It's inaccurate. I seen him throwing in college to be exact.
When we all see it, you can't throw the ball deep enough.
Okay, all right. You're still gonna go with that. Stay with it, Emilio. Stay with it. Anyway, I got you.
You wouldn't, Yeah.
What else?
I just like messing with you, funny.
Yeah, I know it.
No, other than that, like I said, just not too much. I mean, like I said, defense looks like on point. See what tomorrow brings, because they're gonna be out there with them too tomorrow. So.
Yeah, in fact, I want to see the running backs because I hear word one about the running backs. Anytime there's silence from the media about the running backs, and they've already said that running back room was going to get lightened up real quick. You know how they put it? That heavy running back room is going to get lightened up real soon. Somebody is not doing their job.
They're just focusing on Trey and the defense is what they're doing. They're not really worried about too much about the run game for some reason. They're just not getting too much of the media hype into it. They're not really looking at it.
Yeah.
I guess their whole thing is they're gonna look at it when they go in the game. So that's what they're gonna focus on during the game. I guess practices for Trey and the defense, and when it comes to those preseason games, I guess it's gonna be when they focus on the run game.
Because you know how important it is to this team. You got to have the run because Kyle's going to predicate everything he does off that and how the defense reacts to it, and that's what it's going to be. So I just hope. I just hope they're doing some experiments with the secondary back there. Now you don't have Mosley came back though. Who you playing next to Mosley?
That's a good one.
I'm putting Ambry Thomas next to him. I made up my mind. I'm putting Ambry back out there.
It might be what's his name? Womack.
Womack's going to be on the field, but he's going to be slot coverage. I don't know if he plays on the edge or not, though. He might. But I see him covering the slot. But Ambry, Womack, and Mosley, I ain't scared.
Yeah. You just got to worry about our safeties because those are that's kind of the issue where we have most of our injuries.
Yeah, the box safety. I ain't worried about the box at all. When you got Odom and Hufanga down there patrolling, man, that's going to be rough for anybody coming down through there. push with the safeties in that area. I got Fred. Oh, jeez. Why? You know what? You better, if you go get anything on the 49ers, you better throw that ball out of that area. There's a lot of pain and suffering to be had.
No, yeah, they're gonna make sure you're not gonna be able. They're gonna make sure you can't throw that ball in the middle.
That's a kill zone.
And they're gonna want you to throw. They want you to go deep. You want to throw the ball.
So you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no. The more and more we see, we're gonna be. It looks like we're gonna be a top 10, top 5 defense this year.
You mean, especially if Kinlaw can stay healthy. You know, Nick's already giving praises for Kinlaw now. So if the big man can stay healthy,
well, I'm not too worried about Kinlaw. Kinlaw looks ready. I'm not worried about him. He had his surgery. He looks ready. He's gonna do the same thing with Bosa had his surgery. He was ready to roll. So I think Kinlaw's finally ready.
Not by nature mentioned Jason Verrett.
Especially since what's the name was on his head. What was it? The one report he got into it with.
How could you forget his name? Grant.
Grant Cole. So, so I think he's gonna make sure he falls out. So just to prove his point.
You know what? I wish Grant could find a way to get into the skin of a couple more players on our team. And, he does. They all probably play better just because they don't want to hear from Grant. But Jauan takes it real seriously, deeply personal. So that's going to be good. To make that man mad, thank you, Grant. Good job, babe. we gotta go, fam. I'm gonna see you Friday before the game, so I can get your feeling on what's gonna happen in that game. All right.
All right. Good night, sir.
All right, fam.
Night.
Hey, here goes Emilio. Hey, and it's chill. Phil. Come on in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, I know you take the game apart bit by bit, piece by piece, frame by frame. You know exactly what to... Phil, what's on your mind? What are you thinking?
Well, I think Ted Phil would be our second-string quarterback.
To get that cleared up. You heard the thing about Brock Purdy a few minutes ago, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's going to be on the practice squad. And Danny Gray is for real.
Yeah.
He's your deep threat that you've always wished for, Ronbo.
Big Show and I have been campaigning for that man for 3 years. Yep.
I know. You finally got him.
God.
He's for real.
You. Glad. Oh.
He opens up the field.
Yep.
And he's going to make Kittle wide open.
Yep.
He's going to make Ayuk wide open.
Yeah.
He's going to make Deebo wide open. Yeah.
Some of those plays we remember when Marquise Goodwin were here, they're going to be back. We're going to be doing it again, Phil. We say, oh my
really
God, George has got real estate all around him. Oh, love those.
I mean, Marquise wasn't really a wide receiver. He was a track star.
But he got by cause and effect.
Gray is a real wide receiver.
True.
He can break down coverage. He can run the tree. So.
Mm-hmm. Big difference.
This is a guy that we needed for a long time. I really am excited about this. So,
it's going to open up the run.
You there, Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm enjoying every word you're saying here because you're absolutely right. He's good at tracking the ball. He's good at getting position. He's good at smoking the defense. This was the number one thing. I said, look at this, the distance between him
and Kyle,
and the next man.
It's a new toy for Kyle.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And with Trey's arm,
yep.
I'm looking at this thing, and I'm seeing a whole new weapon.
And Phil, you realize while he's doing that, now, you know those plays where you got juice leaking out? Now juice is going to be so open. Now it's going to be obscene.
Right.
Because it's going to be those
you're
going to have to do that. There's nobody left to guard him.
Gray beat Peterson today, one-on-one, on a bomb.
Patrick was so far behind him.
And that's no slap. The guy's been a Pro Bowler for years.
He was 13 feet behind him. It was Gray's got ridiculous speed. I think he's got more speed than we even know. They measure him at 4.33, but he may be faster.
So it opens up the offense to a whole new level. Now, the downside is we still got to shore up our offensive line.
Yeah.
Our defensive backfield is hurt, and we need to get them healthy.
Yep.
And, Emmanuel Mosley came back today. He practiced.
I hope he wasn't out there long. Good God.
Yeah, but we need both the Wards back, and then we're going to be so solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a team, honestly, to get to 6.
It's like we were just saying, and like Big Show saying right now, if we would have had Danny Gray in that 2019 Super Bowl, we win that. Oh God, yes,
no doubt.
Man. But we got him now, and we're, like you're saying, and a lot of teams are fearful of the 49ers. They're trying to say the Chargers, Buffalo Bills. They're saying things about those teams because they know what to expect from them. They're not even saying that much about Tom Terrific. But you hear the Chargers and you hear the Bills all the time. I'm taking stock of what I'm hearing.
Well, here's the thing. If we make the playoffs with this schedule, we've got the NFC West and the AFC West. That's the toughest.
Those are the two toughest divisions there
in
is.
all of football. So if we come out of there in the playoffs, we'll be ripe. So I'm looking forward to this season.
We're gonna be smiling a lot, Phil. I every year I go into the season with a little weird feeling in my stomach as we start the season because I don't want disappointment. I can't handle disappointment, right? But
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah, this is looking the table's set. All we got to do is come and eat, and
everybody's in place,
yes.
Barring injuries. Everybody's in place.
And watch the offensive line fool us.
20 sacks.
Oh, who? Nick?
Nick.
Yeah. What's going to be the cumulative total, Phil, of sacks this year? Were we in 40s in 2019?
I think we'll pass that with this team because we've got so much depth at the outside. Ubicom, Hyder. We can go down the line with the amount of sack pressure we can get from the outside. And then when you move Armstead to the inside, and Kinlaw.
And Montague. Bill, I got big plans for that dude. He's...
I know.
That dude, I got a feeling he's going to be the guy this year, too.
Third stringer. Come on.
He can start for a number of teams around the NFL.
Our second or third stringers are better than most teams' first stringers on defensive line. God. And our linebacker core, bar none, is the best.
Fred.
So it's really the defense backfield staying healthy, but we're deep there. We're far deeper than we've ever been.
I'll bring a couple of those guys.
I'm looking to defense to make turnovers. Mm-hmm. I'm looking to Trey Lance to step up. I'm looking this offense. Oh, God. They got all the weapons. The interior offensive line needs to solid up, but that's about it. That's our only weakness.
Phil, there is no NFC team that's actually stocked better than the 49ers. There really isn't.
Exactly. Exactly. Nobody has every position solid.
Let me look at the Rams. They're over here in the chat. I want to hear from – they're not saying anything. They know it. Phil, the Rams, we got to come and get them. And annihilation is on my mind regarding the Rams.
Well, we've already beat them more than 5 out of 6 times.
6 out of 7.
Come on. 6 out of 7, whatever. Come on.
They're still talking.
They're not the team I'm worried about.
I know, right? Isn't that the truth? Rams, we're worried about the AFC West. You guys are a day
I'm worried
off.
About the AFC West. Yeah. Chiefs. The Raiders. The Raiders are good. I'm worried about
We
Denver.
And as Aquavision says,
our own division is a lot weaker without Russell Wilson.
Who is that said? Think about the Dolphins. You know, I tell you, Phil, we're gonna have to stop. We're having too much fun. I'm gonna look for you Friday, and let's discuss what's gonna happen before this Vikings game this weekend.
I'm back. I'm excited
I love it too.
about this.
We need you back, Phil. I'll see you Friday.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Take
Phil.
care.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Be ham.
Rumbo.
Be ham. I'm starting to feel better and better every time that connection with Lance and that boy with all that speed, Mrs. Gray's baby boy. I don't know what she fed that child. I don't know if he grew up in a neighborhood where they had a lot of dogs and he used to like to go check them and see if he can outrun them, like I used to do in my neighborhood. I tell you what, I like what I see on this offense. I knew the defense was going to be fine from jump, but this offense is starting to make me tingle. Deebo got ready today. Let me hush. Give me BM. Give me some observations.
I'm going to tell you like this because I haven't spoke to you, Ronbo. I'm going to say it like this. It's preseason. I know a lot of the fans have jumped on me for some of the things I've said. But, hey, Trey Lance looked really great in this first preseason game. He showed me a lot for it to be, just a short amount of time that he has been out there.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to take nothing from him. All three quarterbacks look good.
Which was very insane.
The team as a whole really, to me, just looked good. I pray that we can keep it up, Ronbo. I pray that we do. Now, I heard some of the injury bug and creeped in, but we're gonna pray that it stay low now.
Oh, I know.
But let's get down to the nitty gritty, Ronbo. You had a call on here about one or two callers ago, talking about Jimmy G, and of course, same old Jimmy story. I'm gonna say it like this, Ronbo. His point would have been valid about Emmanuel Sanders in the Super Bowl. Anybody point that got a problem with Jimmy G, and I'm not biased to either one. I want the team to do well. But for anybody that got a problem with Jimmy G and the way he was throwing the ball, I'm not saying that he is the most athletic. He's going to get out of the way of trouble. No. He will put us in harm's way. I have accepted that fact. But for you to say that he could not throw the ball is blasphemy.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that, Ronbo, is against the Saints, he aired them out.
Mm-hmm.
In the Super Bowl, there's not one pass that Jimmy threw short. So when you say a quarterback don't have the arm to throw, the ball outran Emmanuel Sanders. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really the receiver wasn't fast enough, not that he didn't have the arm to do it. Now we have Danny Gray. And Danny Gray is finna do exactly what I've been preaching, just like you, for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
You now have a legitimate deep threat. One thing I will say, we're not built like the Dolphins. We don't have 2 or 3 deep threats yet. We do have one legitimate deep threat, and we needed one legitimate deep threat because nobody is not scared of Deebo running past them, Kittle running past them.
These guys are not blinding speed. They're not.
They're not. So what the defense is going to do, if I was a defensive coordinator, I would tell my team the whole time, safety, come down. Play closer to the box. We know that this is a running team. So don't get me wrong. Trey Lance, hey, the boy got out there. He put on a display the other day. I hope he continue to do it. If he can just avoid sacks, and create things with his legs. With Danny Gray being on the field, safeties can't cheat down no more. The running backs won't get hurt as much anymore because now you got more to look at now.
Yeah.
You got to retreat. So I'm excited to see where we're gonna go with it. You feel me? I'm excited to see how we're gonna perform. A lot of people, I think they say before the first preseason game, it was 200-1 odds. That 200-1 odds, I think the last I heard, then dropped down to like 40-1 odds. So everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. We're trending in the right direction, man.
As it should
be. The best
be.
thing I will say is this. The best move Trey Lance made in this preseason game. Out of everything he did, out of the deep pass, out of going 4 for 5, the best thing I've seen Trey Lance do, Ronbo, was slide. And did not take that hit.
Yeah. BM, you know his
last
coaches.
Year,
yes.
Yeah, last year he thought he was gonna run into them Arizona Cardinals and just thought, hey, I got a big body. We gonna big body it up together.
Yeah, that didn't end
but
well.
The best thing I seen him do was slide and hit the ground, because now if you slide like RG3, if he had a slid up under Kyle Shanahan made him a MVP or something like that in 2 years. He made him something. But that boy was hot. If he had just learned to slide, ain't no telling where that boy would have went with his career.
You should have seen his coaches were out there that were with him as a kid. That's the first time we've ever seen him do that. They've been trying to get him to slide for years.
I think that he said that. I think that he said that in the interview, like he has never slid. So he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But that's the best possible thing he could have done, Ronbo. It's the safest thing. It's the smartest thing. You ain't got to be out here trying to shake nobody out their shoes or trying to run nobody over.
You're a quarterback and you're important. Don't do that.
Season,
BM,
don't do that.
We got to pull up. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you Friday before the game, I hope, and we can make some predictions.
When is the game? When is the game?
It's a Saturday game.
Okay. Well, yeah, I look forward to being back in here Friday night talking with you. I'm looking for a good showing. Trey Lance will be back at home. You know, they've been saying he may not play. We're going to hope that he plays. He needs more live reps as much as possible.
Yeah, Kyle said he might, but he didn't look. Kyle didn't look too serious about that. So we'll see.
Give him 2 series like you did the last time. Hey. Thanks for what you do, man. Hey, y'all hit that like, subscribe button, man. We need to continue to build Ronbo up. It's the best platform for our team. I really don't like to listen to nobody else, man. Hey, man, continue doing what you're doing, man. I hope to continue to talk to you throughout the season, baby. Let's go down.
I'm telling you, I really appreciate it, fam. Thank you so much. Hey.
Hey, man, I love what you do, man. You give me something to look forward to. Even when I ain't calling in, I'm still listening. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I appreciate you.
Continue doing what you do, man, and I hope everybody continue to support you. Hey, we don't give a damn about no other team out there. It's all about us right now, man. We're trying to get us to we got to get to 6, man. we have put this thing together brick by brick. Let's go. Enjoy your night, Rumble. I know you got more callers.
All right. Thanks, B-Ham. I look forward to hearing from you Friday. All right.
Okay.
There he goes. And by the way, J-Rod, give me a break. Did you see the game, Super? Emmanuel Sanders was running within a pack of people. There's no throwing in the tight windows that deep downfield. Why do people listen? You know what? I don't mind you don't like him. People, stop lying. Tom Brady would have hit him. I know he wouldn't. Not in that crowd. And he got held, by the way. Hey, there he is. Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Shabazz, man. It was a great day at work. Wait. It was a great day at the office. Yeah.
It was, Ronbo, but let me chime in.
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan said, we don't need him playing in the second game. And in the third game, he needs to play 1 series. Yeah. Hand the ball off, check down, and get out the game safe. Yes, he slid. We don't need to put nothing else on tape. We put on tape what we need to put on tape. We got a deep threat, and the world knows that now, Ronbo. Everybody needs to calm down and let Kyle Shanahan do his job. I mean, come on. Hey, you know what, 49er fans, and I listen all the time, Ronbo, too. Some days I don't chime in. But, boy, we be coming up with some crazy stuff. We don't need nothing else in the preseason. He balling out against Minnesota. It's lightweight. We showing that he got chemistry with Danny Gray. You said it. Danny Gray ain't Marquise Goodwin. He's a legitimate deep threat.
Yes.
I said this long before any preseason game. He's going to put what I said he's going to put on tape. Danny Gray going to go deep. Now that that's on tape, you know,
you're right.
And we take a shot. We remember I said that, Ronbo. I said that.
Yeah, now they're going to – teams are preparing. You know what? Yeah, it's too late to take – you know, but I hadn't thought about that. But they need the reps in order to be able to do that. And there's no way to do it. Well, they can do it in practice and never do it in against. Wow, that's they're gonna have a plan for Danny. We'll see.
Right. So now remember with Danny Ronbo, he's taking 2 DBs with him. There's only 4 DBs on the field.
Yeah, I see that.
2 corners, 2 safeties, maybe 5. Okay, so a nickel or dime package, but it don't matter. Now there's no more double teaming Kittle. There's no more double teaming Deebo. There's no more double teaming IU because Gray has to take a safety and a corner with him. Because if you leave him locked up one-on-one, Trey going to take the shot. Period. Like a sniper. Trey going to take the shot.
Go ahead. Don't guard him. Don't guard him. I got 3 guys to throw here. You go guard him or what? You know, oh, God, it's going to be nice.
So if the safety feel like I'm not going to go, then, you know, like any good shooter at the range, take the shot. Boom, he take the shot. We score. I want to see him do it against the Bears just one time. The rest of the NFL will be petrified, and you will just watch. It's just going to be a field day to run.
Especially if they open the game up doing that. Yeah.
That's right. And like some of the analysts say, well, they're going to try him. Please be silly and load the box. Please be silly and load the box. They can't, Ronbo.
You're gonna hear it all. You gotta hear it all game long because you playing that in that position. You always when there's a panic out there. 86, 86, 86, 86, 86, 86. Because the dude is jamming, right? And now everybody's got to move. Get moving. Let's go. Touchdown.
And you can't jam Deebo. Everybody talking about the Lambs. Please leave Bobby Wagner in front of George Kittle. Be stupid enough to do something like that. Please leave old ass, and I'll try not to cuss, Ronbo. Leave old ass Bobby Wagner in front of George Kittle if you want to. Please do that. So it's not gonna happen, Ronbo. We gon' turn up. It's gonna be turned up, and everybody that didn't believe will be believers, and we're gonna be all good.
You know what's really funny about that, though, Shabazz? A lot of analysts didn't want to say anything about the 49ers, and they were smart. Good Morning Football has been talking about the 49ers the whole time. ESPN has been saying, they got 2 or 3 people, Marcus and some of the other guys have already been saying what they like about the 49ers this year. And some of our, or even players and other teams are saying the 49ers that's got to be the best offensive attack in the league. And so, you know, now the conversation's starting to pick up momentum. I'd say, somebody said the odds already dropped from some huge hundreds numbers down to 40. Okay, that may drop soon. If we can win the first 2 or 3 games, and Shabazz, please pray. And I know people say, look, Ron, you're worried. Ronbo, you're too worried about the Hawks. You know what? I'm scarred up, fam. I got scars all over me. Worried about that team.
We're right so with your PTSD, but don't worry, Russell ain't till the next week. We are going to, you know what Kyle Shanahan ain't going to do? Hey, we're going to beat the Seahawks like 48-6. They're going to drag the Seahawks.
Oh, a blowout would make my year.
Because think about this. This is going to be our home opener, right? Because we got week 1 in Chicago. This is going to be the first game in Levi of the year. Hey, man, they're going to like to score on them. They're going to like to score on them.
I'm going to go Seahawks
I'm
hunting,
going to tell you right now.
Because they're going to come to us.
Wherever the over-under is, bet the over because the 49ers is going to like the scoreboard up on the Seahawks.
I got to tell you, though, their defense it doesn't look too shaky as I expected it to. I watched their game. You know, if you're like me and others who are concerned about that team at all times, I watched their entire preseason game. I don't know where they found those people, but some of those dudes are nasty, and one of them got a warning for a nasty hit. And I said, Pete, you taught that didn't you? You know, so I don't know. I hope we do. If we run a score up on them, I'll be delighted.
Ronbo, they ain't got enough firepower on either side of the ball. Like, we're going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be 5 to 6 a carry. Trey will never be Holly unless the refs call penalties and try to cheat us. He will never be in no 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15. I hate that. Never. You ain't going to see that. You're going to always see 2nd and 2, 2nd and 1, first down.
That makes
and
my play
everybody
caller
at Levi Stadium
have better options.
Woo.
Shabazz, we got to go. I tell you what, I'm going to look for you Friday, and let's talk about what we expect. I didn't think we'd do that in preseason, but I'm going to say, hey, guys, what do you expect? We're not supposed to do it so early, but what is your score on this game coming up tomorrow? Just to see what people are thinking, all right?
All right, well, I'll check in with you Friday, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to production. Shout out to always my people in Memphis. And shout out to my boy Leon in SoCal. And as always, I leave bang, bang, not a gang.
Yes. Shabazz. Always awesome to hear from you, fam. I'll see you Friday. There he goes. Shabazz. You know what? You know I love when Shabazz is at the door calling us, and people come through the door, and Shabazz has got to shake him down. I was waiting for that. There he is. Out of Dallas. Here is Austin, the Cowboys fan. Austin.
What's happening, Ronbo?
Awesome, man. We're just having fun because the joint practice is coming along really well. And, we got things to look forward to. If you're going to be happy, you got to take advantage of these moments when you get them. Now, I'm not there's no way to know exactly what's going to happen during football season because that's what football is. It's a surprise. Some teams are going to play better than others, and some teams are going to surprise. Some teams are going to be surprisingly weak. You got to get those highs and lows, so ebb and flow with your emotions all season long. And at the end of the 17 weeks, you're still crying, wait, can't we get 17 more weeks? We're not done yet. We've got something. Oh, come on. I don't want to see that happening this year. So, Well, Austin, what are you thinking?
Well, not much at the moment. Everything's quiet over in Dallas, other than Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's getting a little bit of heat, but that's becoming normal at this point.
Hey, good things are being said about Zeke already. As some of these shows you watch, they analysts on those shows, they go against each other. I'm sure they rehearse it, but somebody said, okay, Zeke's production, he was this amount of yards this year, this amount of yards last year. Zeke was a non-factor, and then I was watching Stephen A. Smith. Wait a minute. Let me just say one thing. Don't tell me that team can do without Zeke Elliott, because if you're getting ready to go there, I'm getting ready to cut you off right now. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Is Zeke Elliott still important to you?
Bro. Yes. Because with him and Tony Pollard, you've got that yin and yang at the running back. You got Zeke, who's that bulldozer, pound and ground you, make you tired, and then Tony Pollard, the speedster, out of the backfield, catching in the fly. Vlad, it's like peanut butter and jelly. It works so well.
I like that. Here's the thing, though. I'm a little concerned with the fact that your offensive line has taken a hit, and now that's got to be JJ. Your offensive line is not looking as strong as it has, and all those receivers you lost. Now you've got apologies going on in Dallas. Expectations are still high regardless. And like you just said, Mike McCarthy, the spotlight is like they turned it up brighter because a good coach is supposed to make things work. This is the thing about football. You know what's really scary? If you take all my tools, I'm still expected to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Like Mike McCarthy, when he was in Green Bay all them years, and they had those losing seasons and missed the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers never caught flack for that. That was, everyone looked at McCarthy and been like, you had Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, Aaron Rodgers, James Stark, and you missed the playoffs?
And Aaron fired him. How long do you think it's going to be? Is Mike McCarthy going to make it through the entire season before Jerry Jones finally comes out and says what he likes to say? I know what you're thinking. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. Now, Mike McCarthy's a damn good coach, and there were some problems out there that he couldn't fix. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go ahead and give Mike his release, but not for the reasons you think. Because Jerry doesn't want to lose face on this, right? Because that was a bad hire to begin with. Did you think that he should have hired Mike McCarthy to begin with?
Well, when we were searching for coaches, we had 3 options. That was Mike McCarthy, Marvin Lewis, and Lincoln Riley out of Oklahoma. Because he was flirting with coming to Dallas. But we went with Mike McCarthy because he's already proven he can win.
That's true. But you know what? It's man. He was. Mike McCarthy's been gone for how long? He wasn't there when the 49ers started taking Aaron Rodgers and company out of the playoffs, was it? He was already gone. He had already been fired. That's right. LaFleur was over there in the past 4 years, right? Yeah. So you know it's going to be interesting to see.
All Matt LaFleur.
I'm gonna give you guys until week 9 before McCarthy leaves. What if he's going to leave this year? What week do you predict?
I'm going to say if things go bad, week 8.
There you go. We're a week apart. Because if you wait too long, actually you should go week 7. If you're 1-6, it's time to go before the season's completely gone, and see what happens. But maybe you might get some of your players back. Who knows? But yeah. But anyway.
Well, we have one of the easier schedules. We play like the Rams. We play the Buccaneers.
He mentioned the Rams first. We got a kind of an easy schedule. We play the Rams. You got the Bucs. I don't know what to make of
No,
the Bucs.
I'm not saying they're easy, Ronbo.
But they're not
I'm
going
not
to be as
saying they're
difficult as some
easy.
teams. Yeah.
They're going to be one of our harder opponents. Is what
Shucks.
what I'm getting.
What
What I'm
you
getting
mean?
across. I know what's going to happen, Ronbo. Rams fans are going to come in here and give you flack for it now.
They do it every day, regardless of what's said. It doesn't matter. But anyway, we're gonna have to go. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna see you. I'll be back Friday if you got some time, huh, Austin? And have a great night, okay? And good luck.
You two, go Cowboys.
There he goes. Good night, Austin. And Charles, come on in, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, just feeling good about how the workouts are going, and it's good to hear. You know, our guys beating up on each other every day is one thing, but when you see them leave town and do a good job, as they did against the Packers, and it continues to go on, Charles, you know what's worrying me the most now? That other teams, are they laying completely low, or are they really that sorry? You know, because if all of a sudden we get into game 1 and all of a sudden things look different, I'm going to say, I guess they're serious now.
Yeah, but you know, nobody. Yeah, but you know, I'm really happy about Kinlaw. I saw Kinlaw bust through the line, man. He was punking them
people out.
Yeah, man. I was happy about seeing him, and you know, I was happy about seeing that bomb that Trey Lance threw to you know, our wide receiver. So
It's becoming a daily thing.
Oh yeah, man. I'm happy. I'm happy to see that. You know, that's what I've been waiting on. You know, Jimmy G. You know, Jimmy G. He can throw it. I think the last pass that he threw downfield was when we played the Baltimore Ravens. I think we were down about a touchdown or 2, and he threw a bomb down the field to Deebo. Deebo caught it, and he almost scored with it. But I think that was the last one.
Wait, against the Ravens, you saying?
Yeah, it was against the Ravens.
We played the Ravens last year?
No, it was about 2 years ago.
No, Deebo had a 50-yard bomb last year to Deebo. This last past season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget which team it was.
Really?
This is the misconception. Charles, here's the thing. Kyle Shanahan did with what he had. If I got no deep threat, ain't no need in me trying to get the ball downfield, because it's going to get either picked off or it's just going to fall helpless to the ground. This is why I'm saying people need to look at the whole picture. If you got a deep threat, yeah, you get it to him. But if you don't have one, just continue throwing the ball downfield. It's not going to fool the defense. If
Yeah,
Ayuk and Deebo can't get downfield to get it, it's pointless.
Yeah, Deebo
So I mean, but people still believe that Jimmy can't do it. But I'm still convinced that we needed Danny Gray.
We know
like
that
the last 3 years, I've been saying we need a deep threat. That's why they're called a DT. That's what they do. We got
what he can. I mean, he showed us that he can. But can he do it consistently? Could he do it? 40.
I guarantee you,
could he do it 40 times a season?
If he had Devontae, if Jimmy had Devontae, if he had who we got now, and Danny Gray, Stephon, you got to have those kind of guys. There's receivers that'll never track a ball too far downfield. They don't know how to win on the one-on-one matchups. They're just not a deep threat. That's you got to have a deep threat receiver.
And our receivers, other than Deebo, are not really physical. They're not really physical. They're not really speedy. They don't, So that's the thing that we lack. We lack a Julio Jones. We lack a T.O. Yeah. We that would be great. We have receivers that were like that.
And Raymond McLeod, we might have two. Ray doesn't have straight line speed, but he'll kill a man trying to cover him.
Oh yeah, well he's 5'9", 5'10", so and he's really shifty. So or like DK Metcalf. We had somebody like that. That'd be great, but we don't. We have Brandon Ayuk.
Strong as a bull. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm still,
Danny's 6'2". I didn't know he was that tall.
No, he's 6'4".
Is it 6'4"?
Yeah, he's 6'4".
Damn.
He's 6'3", 6'4". Man, he is built like a tank.
Perfect.
And when
perfect speed and length.
When we passed him up to get Deebo, it hurt me, man.
Wait.
It hurt me.
Oh, you talking about? Oh no, I was talking about Danny Gray. I know about.
I'm talking about DK Metcalf.
That's all I was talking about before the draft. DK Metcalf. I didn't know because remember, Charles. Remember they said that he did poorly in the cone drill. But that's because of his size.
Oh yeah.
Guys like that are going to be able to bend down to the ground and up that fast.
Oh yeah.
But straight line speed. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah. It was like, oh man. It was like that car. It was like being at a car auction. That car that you came there for.
Great.
You got outbid it.
6'1", 6'2". Wait a minute. Man, now I'm getting corrected.
He's 6'3", 6'4". Man, that
no,
guy's huge.
No, I'm talking about Danny Gray, our guy.
Oh, Danny Gray.
I thought I read he was 6'1", 6'2".
Danny Gray. Yeah, he's about 6. No, he's 6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah.
He's
I don't know where you got that from. Well, they could be putting out wrong information in different places.
I was talking about DK Metcalf.
No, I know who you're talking about. I was just looking at the chat, and somebody said Danny Gray's only 5'11". I said, what? I thought he was over 6.
Anyway. I think he's about 6 foot, maybe 6'1". Yeah. I know somebody said he was about 6 foot, 6'1". I don't think he's 5'11".
Well, he's 6'2".
That's what I read. I read the 6'2". I don't know where this 5'11" is coming from.
He's not 6'2".
Oh. Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right. Well, I agree. I agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I've seen the 49er roster.
Charles, I don't know. Our clock burnt up on so quick. Charles, let me I'll see you Friday though.
Okay. All right, Ronbo.
Hey, appreciate you, fam.
All right.
Night, Charles. There he goes. Hey, Joel. Now I got to go back and read.
Hello?
I'm going to look 3 or 4 different places to see how Danny Gray's bio. Hey, Joel, come on in, fam.
Hey, Ronbo, is that me?
Yeah, Joel, it's you. 5'11" and 7th.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't called you in. I haven't called in a minute.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, last time I called in was when that Richard Sherman scandal happened.
Ooh, that has been a while. I remember your name, Joel. Where did I see that name?
Yeah,
Joel.
I'm doing good though. How are you?
Good to hear.
I was actually falling asleep just now until you said Joel.
I'm glad to wake you up, Joel. Get in here and talk some 49er football. Because, things have changed in San Francisco. You can see how it's going to change already. The defense has always been solid for the last several years. At least since 2019, the defense has always been pretty much understated. And now the offense is finally going to I think they might fully catch up this year. Well, when the defense and offense play in practice, the defense is probably still going to beat them up because that's just how good they are. That's fine because you want that. But the offense, when they're not playing our defense, they can hurt
We've
people.
always had good defense. And even when we didn't have great defenses, we've always had good linebackers.
Yeah, right.
Like, we've been so spoiled with linebackers.
We're famous for it, right? It goes way back, too. We've always got linebackers.
Yeah, because even Michael Wilhoit, I liked Michael Wilhoit.
Yeah, he was. He was talented. He maybe not. He wasn't going to make the Pro Bowl, but he did a good job out there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think he had like 150 tackles one year.
Yeah. And the guy that played next to him that year, number 50, the guy that quit because he was concerned about his future health.
Yeah, Chris Borland.
Borland, Jesus, I love that guy. Borland was a maniac. He was averaging 20-something tackles a week. Still, where'd you find this dude? He's out of his mind.
Killing me. Killing me.
But he was smart. The way he plays, he knows he was going to get hurt. And he left. Damn.
And then Reuben Foster.
See, listen, Joel, you and I, we think the same on. Reuben Foster was a good football player. He was just an idiot. That's his only problem. Because his outside life off the field was just stupid. But if he just concentrated on playing football, I think he would have been one of our great ones. My God, he had all the instincts and everything you need to be fabulous. Mm-hmm. No, he's got girls rolling up into his hotel room. He's riding down the road with automatic rifles in the back. Reuben! God, you doing?
All right.
See, if I'd been his class, if I'd been his roommate, I'd have been all over him. Reuben, man.
Like, you have your life made for you being in the NFL, and you do that.
I don't know. Hey, Joel, Reuben Foster, and also Alden Smith. Two wasted good ball players.
Smith, yeah.
Neither one of them had good sense. Could have been Hall of Famers.
Wasn't Alden on the... where did he end up going? Didn't he go to the Raiders or something?
Yeah.
No, the Cowboys.
He ended up with the Cowboys. He went to the Raiders. He went to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to come back to San Francisco. The 49ers wouldn't have anything to do with that. He just. I mean, we're making videos, right? All you hear is all the, and the girl in the background said, "Should you be doing that on a video?" What they go do? I didn't say nothing about what I was doing. I said, "Alden Smith, you suck." I'm glad you. My God, man, you got all those gifts and you got no brain. So
yeah, you have your life made. You're in the NFL. You're making millions, and you do stupid. Oh my God.
They compared you with J.J. Watts. You guys got drafted in the same year, and you were both. You own the league that year. No.
Yeah, you got 22 sacks for one season.
Oh, and your rookie, your second. Oh man, what a waste. Anyway, we look good now.
Ronbo, I was watching this video earlier. I think it was from that Brick by Brick episode.
Was that awesome? This one was great.
Yeah. But I didn't realize how hard our schedule was. And Kyle Shanahan mentioned that we play 3 games in 12 days.
Oh, he's talking about the preseason.
No. Oh, that's what it is? I thought it was a regular season.
Well, you can't really physically play 3 games. Let me see. Sunday, and if you play a Thursday,
and I think it's towards the end of the season. I think it is 12 days.
It's 3 games, and 12 games, and then 17 days before the season starts.
Oh, okay. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about this stretch here where we play? I think it's the Dolphins, Bucks, and then the Seahawks. It's December 4, 11, and 15. That's basically 3 games in 11 days.
What?
Isn't it?
Wait, say that again? What were the dates?
December 4, 11, and 15.
I don't know how that happened. That's interesting.
Yeah, the 4-11 is just 1 week, but then after that,
that's probably Thursday
we play
night.
in 4 days. Yeah, Thursday night.
And then we play on the weekend? A Monday nighter? And they put a Thursday night followed by a Monday nighter. That's the only way we can do that.
No, it's a Sunday night followed by a Thursday night.
A Sunday night, Thursday night game. And then the next one is the late. Okay. We can do it. Yeah. Joel, if anybody can do it, we can do it. You know, the schedule makers
We're going
like
17-0, Ronbo.
Yes, we are.
Go.
Joel, they do this to us every year. If they're not putting us on the East Coast to start the season, they're doing things like this. 49ers, we're not going to send you to the East Coast this year, but we are going to give you a bunch of games within a short amount of time, and you're going to have to find a way to recover and see if you can win that game. And don't call us. Don't try to appeal it where it's already done. You know what? That's Joel, it's fine. We'll be fine. You scared me. I didn't know about this. Now I got to worry. Joel, I'll see you Friday, though. We're out of time. Great to hear from you again, too. Good to hear you back.
Okay. What time do you usually come on? Is it always the same time?
Yeah, I've been trying to get earlier, but you can always see me around 8:30. It seems to be a problem. I can't do it earlier.
It's 1 a.m. here. I'm on the East Coast. I'm all
over
the
better
place.
In game
I'm a truck driver.
Joel, you need your rest. You know what? During game times, it's going to be a lot earlier, and I'm going to do my best to start to pick this up and get a little earlier. Okay?
All right. Thanks, Roman. Nice talking to you. Have a good night.
Great to talk to you too, Joel. Have a great night. I got B-Ham, I got Joel, we got Tony, but Tony's out in Australia. And we got a lot of drivers. I love it. Hey, yo, Levi.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Levi, doing fantastic. You know, every time I look up, Trey and Gray are tearing people up, and it ain't even close. When I see, and we're not even running any game plan or anything like that. You see a Danny Gray 10 to 15 feet out in front of the pack. I said, whoa, that is serious. That ain't no fluke. He knows what he's doing. So, you know, I got big plans for my thinking now. But Levi, tell me, where is your mind tonight after knowing what happened today, earlier?
I don't really think much about the preseason early. All I do is, the only thing I worry about in this area is nobody getting hurt.
Yes.
As long as I don't hear a new injury come out, I'm like, phew. And if everybody's looking good, then, it's more encouraging than discouraging. So, I'm not discouraged. How about that, Ronbo? That's the best I can feel, not being discouraged. That's about the best I can feel in the preseason.
Well, you know, you need to see some signs that you're going to be good. You remember those years when we had Chip Kelly and Jimmy T out there running things, and you could tell the team was going to be sorry. They were smelling up the room, even in preseason camp. They looked just awful. And you said to yourself, well, they'll straighten things up when the season starts. And they didn't. They got worse. So seeing certain signs, I have to appreciate it, you know. But this thing, if nothing else, though, this thing between Trey and Gray, I don't think that's going to wear off. I like that.
Well, I hope so.
I know. Yeah, well, I do too. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
You can send plays on those plays that matter, and then, a deep bomb to Danny Gray.
Yeah, hey, but believe one thing, though, and you're probably looking at it this way, too. As Shabazz says, yeah, well, we putting that exhibition on in front of everybody in the league, and people are taking notes. This is something that I just didn't think about, you know?
Ew. But, Ronbo, I don't worry about that because you can't worry about that. Because if they're taking notes, then what are they going to do? Okay, do you going to cover them? Okay, we got to worry about him, so we got to do that. Now we're going to be open somewhere else. So it's not.
It's true.
It's only worrisome if he's the only main threat. Oh, we just got to stop him.
It's true.
Okay,
good point.
Him, then let's know he's just going to pass the ball to Deebo and up short while you covering two people out, and he's going to have space to run, and he's going to go. So it's kind of like.
I feel better already. I'm glad you called. You know, because I was just sitting there thinking what Shabazz said, but you're right. This is the point of having Danny Gray out there freaking people out. Now you open up the entire field.
You wanted a speedster. You got your two people that can kill you on those short yardages.
Yep.
And now people got you push the people back. Now he got more space, less things, and now all you got to do is just run out.
We could play finesse ball. We could play beat up football. We got both elements out there now because George and Deebo continue to punish people, and now I got Ray and Danny out there. Oh, 86. Who's got 86? And it's too late. And that's going to make a lot of difference.
All right. So I'm glad I was able to for at least a short while kick off a little anxiety, but. I got one thing to say about early when people predicting. The first part might not be as crazy, but the second part might be. And it's about the Chargers. Because I don't believe in their coach.
Yeah, he was kind of stupid last year.
He's too risky with his call, his play calling. It's like, yeah, Justin Herbert is amazing, but I think sometimes you can overvalue amazing.
I know.
And then,
and
make mistakes in the game because isn't that like how they didn't even make the playoffs last year? Because he was like,
they blamed the coach. Remember? One of his play calls.
Yeah. So what's going to stop? Now they got a better defense, so that means more expectation. Oh, they got defense now. So my first prediction, which ain't gonna sound that bad, but they're not making the Super Bowl. I don't think they're not making the Super Bowl. That's my.
Are you going to reckon with that, Levi? I like it.
Yeah. They're not going to the Super Bowl. But that's not even the crazy one. He said, okay, that's the thing. Making the Super Bowl is hard. Even
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we should make the Super Bowl, but it's not a lot. But here's the little one that people probably say, oh man, you going crazy now. The Chargers are going to probably miss the playoffs again. No, they're going to miss the playoffs. I'm going to get my chest out. They're going to miss the playoffs again.
Levi, if you're going to go to that extent, please tell me, how are the Raiders going to do? Are they going to the playoffs, and what will they do?
Well, with the person who's saying that the Raiders making the Super Bowl, then, okay, let's look at it. The AFC as a whole is dangerous, right?
Extremely.
And it's not just the AFC West. They got some other divisions that can put two people in.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we had 3 last year was because the rest of the NFC is not that impressive or wasn't that impressive that year. So it was easy for the best division to put 3 people out there. Best case scenario, AFC West is only going to have 2 people. Might be even 1 because of how hard all of their schedules are.
They'll be beating each other up.
I can see only one AFC West making it out.
This is the nice thing about the AFC. They're going to beat each other up so bad because, Buffalo's sitting over there chomping at the bit to get to what they do. And Kansas City has said, hey, we're still the Chiefs. Don't get it wrong. So I say, okay, let's see.
So you look at all those teams, and somebody's not going to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, Russell Wilson. You got Patrick Mahomes. It's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he always make it to the championship round ever since he got in. So
Levi,
then we got these weird, maybe the Raiders might make it in. So that means
Use
that
words like
someone's going to
maybe.
have to miss it.
Levi, we got to go.
Somebody's going to have to miss it.
Everybody cannot go.
The Chargers are going to be one of those teams.
I love it. If any Chargers fans, come on in. We'll get you. Hey, Levi, I'll see you Friday. All right?
All right. And, and a quick one. My wide receiver depth, because I know y'all said something earlier. Wide receiver 1, Deebo. Wide receiver 2, Brandon Ayuk. Wide receiver 3, Danny Gray. Wide receiver 4, Ray McLeod. Wide receiver 5, maybe Juan Jennings. Based on last year, they might, give him a little leeway. But he's going to be pushed to 5 if he keeps it up. Maybe cut. All right.
There's at 6. Okay. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday. Good. I like your lineup. It's probably right. All right.
All right.
But you know what he did? He pushed Jauan down on the depth chart. So you know what? We'll see. Because Kyle can do things with Danny Gray and Ray McLeod, along with Deebo and Ayuk. That's an awesome lineup. And you got George Kittle in there as well. Whew. Hey, Raymond. Get on in here, Raymond.
What's up, Ronbo?
Raymond, man, I'm just enjoying what's developing in camp. And I know you can't get too overly excited and get your feelings hurt, but I just like what I'm seeing. Of the things I'm seeing, I know it needs to be that way in order for him to excel. So, but Raymond, what are you thinking, man? What did you take away from today's workout?
Oh, I thought it was excellent. I just watched some highlights about it. I seen the pass to Danny Gray. It looked like they getting some chemistry, and then he had some chemistry going with Ayuk. So we looking like we about to be ready.
And Deebo had a day too.
I'm more worried. Yeah, and I'm more worried about Jimmy Ward. What's the update on him? I ain't seen nothing on that.
And they're already thinking he's going to miss game 1. So I don't know. And somebody came in yesterday and put down, I don't know where he got his information from, but he said Jimmy might not be back until October. No. Hamstrings don't take 2 months to heal up.
Healthy, man, Jimmy Ward, man.
You know what though? Here's the thing. If Jason Verrett, when we play the Dolphins, I would love to see Jason Verrett versus Tyreek Hill. Because honestly, only person that could keep up anywhere near Tyreek Hill is Ambry Thomas. But I need Jason Verrett and his moxie, his experience. I believe if he can hold down AB, he can stay with Tyreek. If we could just get him back, I don't know which week we play the Dolphins in, but if we had Verrett and Mosley on the field, boy, that'd be a game to see. Damn. Oh.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but still, that dude Tyreek Hill, man, he's a different speed, man. He's just turn him up.
I know.
He's different, man.
He's just scary. That's the game changer right there. If you got Tyreek Hill, you're always probably going to win. Your possibility to win a game is exponentially increased because that dude can't be covering him. Every now and then you see somebody cover him.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, every now and never.
But that person didn't cover him. He just was in the right position. Hey, Remy, you remember that play that Richard Sherman made on Tyreek Hill that year? Tyreek said the ball was too slow, but Sherman last second got in there and got his hand on the ball and pulled it out of Tyreek's. That's when I knew Sherman was going to the Hall of Fame first ballot. As you know what that Sherman and Tyreek, there ain't no comparing their speeds. Sherman just knows what he's doing out there. Oh,
yeah, he just like a good smart player. He know how to cover the field, and he plays good in his system. We play the Dolphins December 4th.
Oh, that's plenty of time. Tyreek, you know what? Verrett could be back. He ain't that far back now. The 49ers just taking it, being careful with him. We'll see.
Yeah, we play them on December 4th. I was looking at this schedule, and, man, we got a tough schedule.
We knew that months ago, when they first put it out. I thought it was crazy. And we got all the AFC West.
Think about what you said was going to be the hardest game on here. It looked like Kansas City might be the hardest.
You think so?
Game. Well, I don't know.
You know about the Chargers with your boy Derwin James, don't you?
Yeah, Derwin James on the Chargers, and then we play the Rams. We always play them. I think we're gonna beat them, and then the Broncos. I don't know how Russell Wilson gonna look.
I can't figure that one out either.
Yeah, so maybe it might be the toughest one. I don't know, man.
This year?
I don't know.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
this is gonna be the toughest schedule we've had in years. And that schedule 2019 was rough, but this is crazy.
Yeah, we got the Raiders on here. Oh man, somebody's going to jail that
game. You need somebody. There's gonna be several people in the stands going to jail, and God knows what's gonna happen on the field and out in the parking lot.
Man, please. You know what day that is too?
What?
You know what day we play them?
I did not look at the date. What date?
The New Year's Day.
No. People coming in there drunk and stupid.
They're going to be turned up for New Year's. Oh, man. More than somebody. A bunch of people going to jail that day. Oh, man.
Hey, Raymond, you have to deal with any Raider fans because, there's some silly. I'm telling dude, don't call me no more. You living in San Mateo. The Raiders ain't in Oakland no more.
They just swear they the best team in Cali, man. They crazy. The Raiders fans. That's a dangerous game.
And
I thought I heard somebody got killed at one of those games. Rest in peace,
Raymond.
If it's true,
Raymond, Raiders and 49ers are not allowed to play any more preseason games after that year. They will also make sure the 49ers and Raiders they'll see each other every 4 years at minimum, and that's it. They were not going to let the 49ers and Raiders. John Lynch somehow got something. I think they were going to have a preseason game, but they got that nixed. The commissioner came in and said, "John, you're not familiar with what's going on between the Raiders and the 49ers, but we're not going to we're not going to allow that." So that's,
and it's on New Year's Day. Oh. It's on January 1st, 2023. That's when the game is played.
That's that's fun. You know what? The same idiots aren't over there as were there in the days gone by. So maybe they've grown up a little bit and they can stop acting a damn fool. The Raiders be starting that stuff. Now, they'll say the 49ers do, but that's not true. So, Raymond, we ran out of time. Okay, Production's pointing at the clock. Raymond, I'll be back Friday looking for you, though. All right?
All right, Ronbo, you take it easy, man. Go Niners. Appreciate your staff, man.
Thanks,
everything
man.
they do. Appreciate all the fans, man. We just got to get ready for the season. Let's go Niners, man. Turn up.
Always appreciate you, Raymond. Looking forward to Friday if you got time. Hope you do. All right, fam. All right, Raymond.
All right, peace.
Yeah, Raymond's all the way out in the East Coast. I got to get in here early. I got to try. I got to see if I can make some arrangements here. Hey, yo, E.
Ronbo, what's good with you?
Hey, man, we're sitting back here and we're starting to enjoy how this team is developing. And, you know, we need to pump the brakes a little bit of some of our expectations, but they look good and they look like they're working out and they're looking like they're going to be they're not going to embarrass us. They're going to do well. Our schedule, as we've been talking about, is crazy rough. But, you know, what did you take anything from today's workout that makes you feel any particular way?
Yeah, a couple of it. Like I said, I like Danny Gray, Brandon Peterson.
Yeah.
Kinlaw knocked my man on his backside. He's doing our thing. We just gotta wait for the game. Like, it's still preseason, like people saying, but like I think we doing good. So that's all I'm happy for, and wishing nothing but the best.
Yep. Because as long as we're getting working, and every day that I don't hear about an injury, I'm already happy. Because you remember, every year for years, every week somebody went down. And I always say, we ain't got but so many players. 17 weeks in the season, as long as they don't double up in the numbers, we will not have 34 guys missing. This is outrageous. Why is it that other teams can go from week to week and maybe sustain an injury or two every 2 or 3 weeks? We got to have one a week? Why? At some point, you have to ask that question, E. Are we doing something way different than everybody else? Just don't get it.
No, it's just, I ain't gonna say luck, but it's the draw. It happens to some teams and it doesn't happen to others.
Well, they need to hang shamrocks all around the facility or something, rabbit's feet, and we need to change the luck. Oh, God. Have a seance. I'm gonna call some of them voodoo queens that my family knows about and have them see if they can do something for us as well. Because this thing makes no sense. Got Jimmy Ward laying up hurt. That's the best secondary we got. E. Oh no, man.
All right, man. We'll be out for week 1 and he'll be back at it. Man.
Week 2.
Like,
all right.
Let's just
we don't need him for week 1.
I don't want to see him. I damn sure don't want to see him.
Yeah.
Hufanga's gonna be out there. See more dude that he I don't know. He got speed, but he don't know how to use it or something.
But then they got Tavares Moore is gonna be back there playing. He's gonna be playing center field because Tavares Hufanga and Odom and guys. We got other guys. They can play the box, but it takes a different kind of player to play that strong that free safety.
Not him. Like, I hope you didn't see that game. Hope you look. There's only one game, but he was doing that a couple of years ago too, before he got hurt. Like, he got the speed, he got the size, but something just don't click.
You mean Tavares?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tavares takes bad angles. You know what? And this is something you have to have a feel for. You learn it usually right around junior high school. You as soon as you get an understanding of the geometry going on the field, you should know how to position yourself, especially if you're playing in the secondary. Because every coach I've ever had, you got to think out there. You don't need to bring out a slide rule, but you need to understand where you are in relation to where the runner's going and his options. You got to think fast. So Tavares, I'm not sure what he's doing, but sometimes he's so out of position to make a play. And every now and then he makes some great plays, so it's not consistently bad. We'll see. He took off a year. That's bad for his development, too. He needed that time.
Johnson did a play the other day, too. He was playing safety when he did that play.
I know. He's made some INTs, though, that were pretty.
Who, Johnson?
Oh, I thought you were about Tavares. Dante. Oh, Dante. He's a safety. Actually, Dante Johnson is a safety first and a cornerback second. So, yeah, he's I don't know. Let's see what he does. You know, he's a lot of experience.
The dude ran by him. And everybody could see that play coming. Like, yo, he about to throw it over the flat. He about to throw it through the flat. He ran right over the flat. Dude just jumped over him. Like he wasn't even needed.
Again, Dante was caught off guard. That is going to happen almost no matter who you got out there. Every now and then, if the receiver gets a jump on you, if something goes wrong, you only have a step in a split second to make an adjustment, and that's usually not enough time. So, yeah.
I've seen that happen before that play happened. He got to understand. You've seen the corner goes over. He obviously went with the corner. He had the running back or the man coming out the backfield. You got to get over there earlier and position yourself and make him at least go out of bounds.
And I guarantee you, when they looked at that following day, Monday, whenever they look at film, I guarantee you Dante was sitting up underneath the desk thinking the same thing you're talking about. you
just gotta get him out of bounds. We don't got to tackle him. We ain't got to hit him. He's right there by the sideline.
When Dante gets burned, it's usually on those areas. You notice that? I don't know what he's doing, but when he does get beat, that's usually how he gets beat.
I love my 49ers, but I'm kind of tired of my old heads, the Johnson and Morris, because they just, I love Brett, though, but
Tavares ain't that old. He's just been out there for what's he, his third year?
Yeah, he's 25, 26, ain't he?
Maybe. Well, yeah, but that's still not old for a cornerback. And he lost last year, so the wear and tear wasn't there. He's rehabbing. So, but look for Womack. Maybe Kyle will believe in him enough to put him on the edge if nothing else goes wrong. Womack has got instincts. That's what you need in a cornerback. So,
yeah, you see Hofunga?
Yeah, he's also very brilliant thinker out there.
Put that boy in the chair. Boy came in there like he wanted it, boy.
Game slowed down for him, he said, this year, too. So he's seeing things a little more clearly than he did last year. So that's always going to be a huge plus. And Troy Polamalu is watching him anyway. So he's going to critique him after the game, even after the coaches do. Hey, we're going to go. Hey, I'll be back Friday looking for you, though.
All right. You cutting it short today.
No, the clock is, I don't know. I thought it was kind of quick, too. I guess we maybe got a lot of people on the phone. Yeah, it did. I'm going to stop talking and let people talk. Maybe that's what's burning up the clock. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll see you Friday and I'll hush.
Friday, right?
Friday, yeah.
Friday or Saturday?
Friday, because the game is Saturday. I'll be back Friday and Saturday, but we'll be talking Friday, too. All right?
All right. I'll definitely be watching the game with you. I was watching the last game with you, but I couldn't talk because I was at work.
All right. We'll be doing that again this weekend. Looking forward to hearing from you, too. All right, fam.
This weekend. All right, fam. Ronbo, everybody. Your family, everybody else.
Thanks, Z. Night.
One.
Go Z. Yeah. Hey, Casey.
Rumbo Country. That's right.
That was uncalled for. You know, you guys that insist on bringing up Jimmy and shooting jigs at me. You know, you better be glad I'm up here, not on that chat. Shh. Hey, Casey.
Yo, what's shaking, Rumbo?
Casey, man, what'd you take from today's workout, man? You know, it's.
I think they won the Super Bowl today, Rumbo. I think Jauan Jennings is having a rough night trying to get to sleep tonight.
What about Jauan? I like Jennings, and we're never hearing anything good about him. I mean, ever.
No, I mean, it's just that, Danny Gray looks like so promising right now. And he's definitely 6'2". You can tell when you can tell. He's
I can't believe they'd write down a lie like what I read, where I read. That was 5'11".
he looks like Jerry Rice out there, man.
Yeah, they got the same kind of frame, don't
Jerry
they?
Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
his nose for the end zone is just incredible. I mean, if you watch his college highlights, it's like every play is the same play. It's like, a pass and then like a 40-yard burst to the house.
And him smoking the defense.
I'd be surprised if the Niners don't win the Super Bowl, and I'd be surprised if they don't get there convincingly. Yeah. I don't know what else we can talk about, Ronbo.
No, the thing is, there's nothing missing on this team. The offensive line is some questionable, but no, we don't have another position on the field that's questionable anymore. They're solid.
Yeah, and I think they drafted Danny Gray with the intention that he would replace, Deebo if Deebo left. I mean, this guy Danny could eventually be the number one wide receiver. I think he's that good.
No. You know what? They're two different players, okay? I mean, maybe, okay, unless they were going to change their philosophy. Right now, Deebo is still the man. I guarantee you Deebo's still going to be the man this year. Ayuk's going to do his thing.
Yeah, but I think Danny's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, hey, nobody said that. Casey, you're the first guy to even say that. Go in that direction and lay that out there. Danny Gray.
Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I think it's very possible, man. I mean, this guy does not play like a rookie. Trey underthrew that 76-yard pass, and Danny still took it to the house. That was a really good adjustment on the
They're going to have to adjust. Trey's going to have to let that thing fly. Danny Gray can go get it. Just throw it. Just let it fly. Don't hold back. When you're down 10 or 15 yards, like George Kittle said, he's learned to put a lot of touch on that ball. Last year, he threw a pass to me, tried to take my head off, but he's changed from that. I said, that's good.
Robert, I know we really haven't seen much of Danny, but he kind of reminds me of Randy Moss already.
Yeah, Moss was always running down that sideline and trotting into the end zone, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just totally trotting. Just,
Moss was fast. I didn't realize, as long as he was.
Almost like high-stepping.
Yeah, Danny could go. And trying to keep up with him was just ridiculous, and he's long, too. That's why he argues when people say, y'all say Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time, but I'm here to argue. Randy, you can't argue your own case. You let somebody else argue, but you just stop.
Rob, that was so funny when you were talking about Reuben Foster today. Reuben!
I would have been yelling at him. God damn, he's my teammate. Because I'm looking at all this talent, and he's got women problems. Reuben.
Yeah.
Why? You told him what hotel we were in? WTF, bruh? You knew she was going to ride up in here. And you're going to miss the game? Oh, no.
Robbo, there's women problems, and there's girl problems, and there's, how do I say this? It's a family show, Robbo. So, you just got to hang around. You just got to keep some good company around you. Me and Reuben have the same birthday, man. He's one of my favorite players to watch. I really wish he could have, man. Reuben,
I know. Snap out of it. Just want to slap him twice.
Was he here when Fred was here?
1 year apart? No.
I don't remember if they ever played together.
Yeah, because Fred had to move. Reuben was at the... God, that's it. Drawing a blank. Anybody know if Fred and Reuben spent any time together on the field? I think
they played together, Ronbo.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
For one season.
Yeah.
Oh man, they'd be a great duo.
They would have. But I like Alshar and Dre, but they weren't as blessed as I think Reuben could have been or was.
Yeah.
So.
Dre kind of reminds me of Reuben a little bit. They're both such
Dre,
good tacklers. Big hands.
And can sideline to sideline can get there in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, I need a place to bet, man. These odds are getting tighter every day. Sports books are stopping to take the Niner bets, man. They're, this is at like 17-1, and now like Peppermill here has got him at like 10-1, I think. So
odds are getting better.
Yeah, people are placing big bets right now on the Niners. So
they should, Casey. Casey, look, our clock ran out again. I think we got a lot of people. So production may have cut down.
There's a quick clock to that, Robo.
I think
time to say,
I think about a lot of people.
Shout out to Chill. Phil. It was good to hear Phil. And, hey, Ronbo, does Brunskill do anything great? No. But shout out Brunskill.
Here's the jokes. Can't y'all see him Friday?
This is my favorite comment I've ever heard on this show, Ronbo. I always got to shout out Brunskill.
I saw that on Twitter, too.
Thank you, production.
Oh, God. Thank you, Casey.
Thanks for being here, Ronbo.
Hey, my pleasure.
Yeah, man. Hold
Thanks
it
for you
down,
being here.
Reverend Ronbo, my man. Adios, man.
Adios. Night, Case. And, hey, Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Tony, we're having fun like we ordinarily do before the season gets underway, and today's workout was something to smile about. But you know what, Tony? People are right about you. Hey, we need to calm down, all right? Just pump the brakes a little bit. You know what? I'm not calming down because these may be the only moments I have to be totally relaxed. Because when the season starts, I get nervous as hell. So, you know.
Well, looks like we've got the long ball figured out.
Yeah. At least
I mean,
Trey and Danny do.
Patrick Peterson
There's no slouch.
ran a 4-3.
Yeah, and he got beat to death.
And Danny Gray torched him.
I mean, there was a distance between him so wide. Oh, my God.
He didn't just beat him, Ronbo. He torched
Blew the
him.
doors off him.
So you could put, as far as I'm concerned, you can put 3 guys on Danny Gray.
Is that going to help?
If you play man to man on Danny Gray, that's just going to give him
suicide.
He's just going to be wide open anyway.
Yeah.
The only way you can play against a player like that, Ronbo, is if you leave one body right out the back, and when the ball lets fly, that guy takes off and cuts him off on the angle. There's no other way you can play that guy.
Well, you know, if you had a real athletic interior or your linebackers or something like that, you could make the safety could stay home and wait for Danny because here he comes, and you know this. Otherwise,
that's what I'm saying.
Everything's a risk. I don't know what they're going to do, but there's going to be DCs around the league. They're going to try to figure something out. I just hope he doesn't get hurt, Tony.
Well,
that's
they
the only thing
can't.
that worries me.
They can't figure it out because there's too many people to double team. You're going to double team Deebo. You're going to double team Brandon Ayuk.
You're going to double team. Go ahead, double team George.
George Kittle. Who are you going to double team?
There's going to be a lot of pass interferences this year, I bet you.
That's right.
That's a good point, too. That's right.
If you put 2 people on Danny Gray, we're going to get a shitload of pass interference.
Because otherwise he's going to embarrass you. I'm gonna be hands all the way down the field, and Pete Carroll teaches that to his corners. So I guess we're gonna have a lot of flags in Seattle.
Yeah. Speaking of Pete the Cheat, Ronbo, does anybody know if he picked up Kim Deitch?
Probably not. Kim Deitch doesn't know enough. Pete's only interested if you spent some time in there and went through the playbook and knows something. No, he's not going to Seattle. Everybody else in the weeks to come, though, yeah, could be.
Yeah, I think everyone's a little bit sleeping on Jauan Jennings, but I think he's going to take over the Deebo role. I think he's going to run the ball across the middle. And don't forget, in full flight last year, he was clocked faster in full stride than Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's clocked at, I think, 23 miles an hour. This guy was clocked at 24.
Wait, who are you talking
Jennings.
What? That's what I thought you were talking about, Tony. When did we get this straight?
Yeah.
Did you say he was clocked faster than Tyreek Hill after on this in stride?
Yeah.
Seriously?
You can look that up. So
I've got to look that up.
Yeah,
I'm going to post it too.
You can look it up.
He wasn't slow. Nobody dragged Jauan Jennings down from behind. He's one of those guys with football speed.
He's a big body too. Yeah.
That's
I reckon there's a lot of yak in that dude.
Oh yeah, he's a big, strong kid. So
yeah,
I had no idea that he was moving that fast.
Carl likes him.
He gets in and out of routes really well too. He's not going to get cut.
I think no way. I think Ibukum and
Ebucom. I've gotten corrected on that too. I was calling him that. It looks like it should be Ibukum. It's Ebucom. All right, go ahead. I just want you to know that.
Well, Ibukum,
so people don't pick on you like they picked on me.
Yeah. And I don't care. I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
There you go.
And a Menahue, I think, going to be the most improved in the team.
No, I'm excited about him too. Yes.
And if Nick Bosa doesn't get a vote this season,
there needs to be an investigation launched. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, I don't know what's going on. But now, from what I've seen and how things are developing, I think the Rams should start wearing nappies.
How come?
Because they're going to be shitting themselves.
Hey, if I read another report about their golden boy and his elbow, I'm going to start celebrations early. I'm telling you right now. They don't have any. See, that's what the Rams do. Tony, they get everything they need for starters, but there's nobody behind those starters, and they hope to God that those starters can make it from week 1 to 17. That's a gamble that's finally going to bite them in the ass. I can't wait.
Yep. And if they did cut Jauan Jennings, I guarantee you, what's his name over there at the Dolphins? It'll be a fight between him and Salah. Who's going to get him?
Yeah, you know, because
send him over there with the fastest man on the field.
Or he could end up in Green Bay because of what's his name's program being very similar to what Kyle does, or pretty much the same.
Nah, he's not. He's not going nowhere. I'm keeping him.
Listen, well, that's number one, because I don't like guys with lots of starters smarts about this offense running around other teams. And Pete Carroll, that's what he lives for. Listen, let's get Jauan Jennings over here. Why? Well, he's a good football player. Come on, you want him just so he can tell you what you need to know to play the 49ers. What's wrong with that? Pete, you got to pay extra. God. Anyway, it'll be funny. Done it. We got to be out of time here. I guess we got a phone call here. I'm going to see you. I want to see you Friday.
All right, brother.
All right.
Shout out to everyone, and see you in the next chapter.
Looking forward to it, too. All right, Tony. Cheers.
All right, brother. Cheers, mate.
Here he goes. Oh, Ellis.
Brown Bizzle.
Ellis, your thoughts on today's workout, man? You know, this is, we pretty much hit every corner and every point, so you should have some pretty much a general feeling on how you're going along with this. What are you thinking?
Well, I've been in and out. I just really got the chance to hear you and Tony talk, and that's when I, jumped in with the PIs. But the stuff with Danny Gray, one thing we can look forward to. Once he burns a couple of guys downfield, we can look forward to getting a lot of pass interference calls against him going upfield. Like that. So that's something that we can look forward to swaying into our. Because I don't think we've got many of those over the past few seasons. And even
pass
when we had Marquise Goodwin,
that's true.
We especially deep.
Yeah, or any other part of the field actually, because usually our guys are running routes, or else they get taken completely out of a route. That's true.
Yeah, we got a few, but definitely probably in the bottom, in the bottom of the.
And this was George Kittle. You know what? That's a good question, though. Who drew the most PIs? Because Deebo,
it would be between George and I won't even say Deebo.
Who?
Oh, he took it back. He said Crabtree.
JJ. Richard Sherman said he never
but
did.
Honestly, that'll be something that we can benefit from. Get some big plays, especially downfield. You think about it. Danny Gray burns the guys 25, 30 yards upfield.
And that's where you're going to get
that
those.
PI.
Yep.
We get all that yardage, and then imagine if he catches the ball as well. You know what I mean? And we get all that.
Well, the thing is, if he doesn't catch it, we still got great placement. So it's still mission accomplished if it's way downfield.
It's a win-win.
Yep.
For sure. And we can benefit from that. And, they'll just open up all of the
intermediate and middle parts of the field and stuff.
Yep.
There'll be a lot of holes, a lot of openings. So, get plenty of room for George and all of our other guys to find some good spots. Because that's what he likes to do, take the top off, and this will be the time that Kyle's actually really able to, execute that, because, we haven't had Marquise in a while, and Marquise never really was promising.
But Marquise did scare people, though, and you at least need that.
Yeah.
Even if Danny doesn't do anything else, you got to respect him, and that's why that's going to open that. It's going to look a lot like it did that year, though, when George Kittle got all those yards, and he was cutting right off the tail of Marquise Goodwin, and as they were both be lined up on the same side of the field, and Marquise would be zooming, and George would just smooth cut behind him. That ball would be right there, and he'd just get all kind of yards. Because George, there's nothing you can do about that. I got the speedster going that way, and I got the yak master right behind him. I'm going to the yak man, and now what y'all go do? Oh, it was perfect. We're going to see that this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's, those are some things to look forward to. It looked like Jauan caught a pass or two or something today, so I'm glad he was able to at least get his hands on the ball. Unfortunately, it seemed like our secondary was making Kirk Cousins look way too, way too good. But I mean, it's who gives a shit?
George
Nobody
Odom
really
picked
cares,
him off today, though. You know that, don't
you? Yeah. We did get one, but he still had, I think he only had maybe 2 or 3 or 4 maybe incomplete passes the whole time. If that.
Did he have? Were Thielen and what's his name? What's the other kid's name?
Jefferson.
Yeah, with JJ and Thielen out there.
Jefferson. Yeah, he was getting busy. He won all of his one-on-ones, and you know what I'm saying. That boy. That's a bad boy.
Javarius, where you at, man? You got to come back, Javarius.
Yeah, but it's expected because like we know, Javarius is out, and then. Did Emmanuel? I don't even know if Mosley.
He suited up today, but he wasn't out there running hard.
I figured that him and Eric. Okay, so as time progresses, you know what I mean. If it's later on in the season, are they even on our schedule this year? We play the Vikings in the regular season.
I can't remember.
Feel like I don't think we do. We have the last 2 seasons, for sure, but
yeah, maybe not.
But anyway, no, that's neither here nor there. But it's good though. The guys are able to get those live reps against some other teams, and it's Stefanski's got he likes to pass, and he's got an interesting offense. So I think it's good for our defensive, players to get that experience against a team like that. When they got some good weapons, it's good for the to get the competition in and stuff like that. And I heard our D line was looking really good. I feel good about that.
Always. And, God, they're amazing.
Yeah. So I feel good about that, and I think it was. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm glad to hear Trey was doing good. He got some things he wish he could have back, and that's going to happen. So
he needs to make these mistakes now, and make adjustments. So he missed George Kittle in the end zone. He missed another one. He did, and he even said himself during the podium. Yeah, he knows he got to get those, but that's okay. He overall had a good day.
Yeah, and he's taking accountability. He's specifying where he went wrong, and those are that's something I've been talking about since last year and stuff that we had to deal with.
Yeah, you got to recognize.
You got to recognize your individual responsibility.
Yeah, you got to recognize what you could have improved on, and just go ahead and man up on it. So
Danny Gray deep looked beautiful, so I'm glad. I'm sure Patrick Peterson was. He probably, he don't got young legs no more. You know what I'm saying? He's still damn good, though. Yeah. I ain't going to take that from him. So, he got his work cut out for him, though, against the young Danny. So, but that's good, man. I'm glad to hear what's going on. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be the next set of cuts, though. I'm not looking forward to it in a positive way, but I'm just it's like a nail-biting situation, because I'm concerned about who will be missing out on, after having this excitement with the camp and stuff like that. And these really good looking players and some of these guys, man, we may not be able to retain, but
and that's each and every year. All right, Ellis, we're going to go and looking for you Friday. We'll be making predictions and lying and telling things that we know ain't right. 42
yes, sir,
to 12, 49ers,
Right, all that. Okay, family. Appreciate it. Thank you for the platform, Brother Ronbo.
Shout out to that
adorable
squad,
Faithful, man.
Right.
Thank you, family. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. And we'll be back on Friday. Let's see what's going on.
Looking forward. All right, Ellis. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, champ.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Let's catch Frank in the middle of a catfish sandwich. Hey, Frank.
Ronbo, what's up, Ronbo?
Frank, we're
just eat some applesauce just now, man.
It's weekend time almost coming up. You're getting ready to make that sandwich.
Man, cinnamon applesauce, bro.
Wait. What are you having?
Nah, I had some cinnamon applesauce.
Homemade?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, the store bought.
Oh no, fam! You got to stop with that. Listen, you just go out and get you some Granny Smith apples, and the green apples are the best. Go ahead and cut those up, and put them in a slow cooker, and sprinkle cinnamon all over them babies. Just go nuts. Just have the cinnamon. Just somebody holler at you. Gonna put some more cinnamon on there? Save some cinnamon for somebody else. Just put the cinnamon on, and put that thing in, and leave it in there for about 5 hours. And then you take that thing off and you stir those apples and that cinnamon up. Oh my Lord! Well, I love the kitchen.
I can tell.
Put some raisins in there too. Oh man! Hey! But Frank, let me get you back to the football. Production said this ain't no cooking show. Frank, what are you thinking? Did you check out?
No, what's up, Ron? Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, you hear me? Oh, yeah. I was about to shout out to Ellis, man. You know, he hit on, you know, what I was just about to talk about. You know, as far as I definitely didn't like, you know, with our corners, man. Like I missed Mosley and Ward had to come back, man, because like you said, Kirk was all that thing, man. They was in the 1-on-1 drills though. We was getting beat though, man.
Yeah, but
I was like, oh man, I was like, man, we definitely need our corners back for sure.
Indeed, because Kirk's gonna work your best corners.
Yeah, we definitely. I even though Odom, he did get a pick, you know, from Cousins, so I definitely like that, but overall, with Trey, man, like early, I think this offense will be real explosive though, Ronbo. I think Cal just really like licking his chops, man. Like, man, I think we're gonna have like that year Atlanta went to the Super Bowl. That offense was just explosive. You know, you had Julio and he had a deep threat. You know, and now I think Cal really have all his tools and weapons. You know, and then he can push the ball down the field. You know, so I think the offense really gonna be explosive, man. Like I really like you know every week Trey just getting better. And I just like his overall, you know, how he take accountability, like he messed
being only
up.
22.
How he carries himself, like he like you say, he missed Kittle in the end zone, he missed a shot to Deebo, and he was like, you know, I go talk to them and let them know, you know, my bad, you know, and they talk and regroup and you know work on the next play, and I like that, you know, you hold yourself accountable. If you mess up, own up to it, you know, and then you just get better. So, you know, I just think we're heading in the right direction, man. I know it's preseason, but, you know, hey, it's all that gonna translate on the field when, you know, when the game time, you know, comes. That's what preseason for. That's what the training.
When the lights are turned up
so
real bright and again you still maintain. You know, we got enough experience on this team now that they've been there, done that too many times now. I think they'll be fine as far as that goes.
No, I think as long as we stay, the main thing, stay healthy. You know, you stay healthy and sky's the limit, man. Like I said, the best thing about us though, Ronbo, is the unknown. You know, like a lot of, like nobody don't know nothing about Trey Lance. Ain't really no film on him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's the more exciting thing, good for us too. The defense really, you know, don't have time to really prepare.
Well, they're just going to try to run the rookie the rookie plan. They're going to just try to bum rush him. And you know what? That's to our advantage as well, though. Because Trey, trying to bum rush him ain't going to work. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Cal going man scheme all that. Cal going put him in the right, but he under the right coach, man. They're going to make sure he be successful. So I like where we headed. You know, I'm excited for the season to come. You know, and I'm just ready for it to take off, man. I'm just ready. That's all, you know, countdown, man.
That's why I can't even wait till Saturday's game, man. You know?
Yeah, I know. Just to see I want to see Wall Mac again, and everybody come out.
Talked about it.
I gotta see Wall.
Yes.
See Wall, man. Well, Juan Jennings gonna be all right, man. Juan gonna make the team. Man. I think Juan gonna be good.
The thing is,
he gonna be good.
I can't remember what he did. No, last year he was hot stuff in preseason. Actually, this year, but you know what? When you're looking at Ray, this is taking some of his thunder. Because we're going to Ray more. You're seeing the new guys are getting the shots. Even Ayuk. We're not hearing about Ayuk every day now. Deebo's coming on, but it's all about Trey and of course
Danny Gray,
and then of course
Gray.
That's.
But he already got that rapport with Ayuk. Ayuk worked out
earlier
with him
on,
going all season. You know what I'm saying? So. Him and Danny Gray, man, they're going. It's just too many weapons. So Kyle's gonna have fun, man, with his playbook, man. This offense should be explosive, man.
Yeah, and they're not drawing any plays.
Putting up big numbers, man.
Yeah, they're playing vanilla football.
Yeah. Right now, just vanilla. I'm watching the Bears now. The Bears at Kansas City, little preseason game. Kansas City up 40-0. It's like, no, I'm playing, Rob. Ron, you was about to get excited, Rob. You was about to hold up. We better be.
See, because these kind of beatdowns, that's why, it just I'd come off the field if I was a coach. I'd just pull everybody off. Let's go home, guys. We've seen enough. And I'm sure they've seen enough as well. I mean, they should be tired from beating you guys. Let's go. Because it's a preseason game anyway. Why finish 4 quarters if they're up 40-0 at any point in the game? That's just comical.
No, it's 14-6.
That was fun. You gave me a laugh. That was good. Hey, Frank, get that applesauce together, man. And I'll tell you what, get back to me on that. We're going to go.
No, I got you. Have a good one, Ron. Boy.
Right,
man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful, man. Everybody stay safe, stay blessed, man.
You too, fam. Night, Frank. And J-Tan, I was talking about applesauce, not cookies, and his clock didn't start till I got through talking. J-Tan, man, what you doing? You trying to get on my nerves tonight? Boy, somebody be slapping. I mean, it's a big show. It's a big show on the night show.
It's everyone's favorite caller.
So you know what? I guarantee you're my favorite caller, man. I'm telling you, and Show, I know you love a good recipe of applesauce, homemade. There's nothing wrong with that.
Especially pork chops.
Oh my God, yes, applesauce on those pork chops. You got to make sure not to fry those.
Oh my God.
Okay, don't get me started, Show. Okay.
I know. I cannot believe what I heard you say earlier tonight, Ronbo. Did you really just put a turtle against a cheetah, a.k.a. Jason Verrett?
Well, you know what? The thing is, Jason Verrett, do you know he's been clocked at over 20 miles an hour? I mean, if anybody has a chance on our team to keep up with the cheetah, I think Verrett might be the only one.
I think they're going to put Javarius Ward against Tyreek Hill.
Well, they have to because Verrett's probably not going to be ready at any point.
No.
So Javarius is definitely going to be the guy.
I don't know why John Lynch made that signing. Verrett's been nothing but a bust.
Well,
with us.
He can play, but he can't stay on the field.
No. He couldn't his whole career.
I know. That's the scary. Poor guy. I
thought we got rid of
Trent.
I thought we got rid of Trent Baalke, but apparently we didn't.
They do go after those injured players. I don't know if don't use a pick. If he's not going to get drafted, maybe you can bring him on if you have to. But stop picking up these guys that are hurt. You know what, though, Show? It worked for Denver.
Man.
What's that cornerback that we all wanted last year that had a serious back injury? Didn't that kid get nominated for Defensive Player of the Year?
I don't remember his name, but that's an anomaly.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often. Yeah.
And injuries don't always work out like that for us, so it would be a Christmas freaking miracle if it did.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Try to name a kid that came off of injury that worked out for us. That's true. Yeah.
So, but anyways, by the way, Danny Gray is 6'2".
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I knew it. That's not accurate. Where did you get 5'11"? How come everybody says 6'2", and everything I've read said Danny Gray's over 6 foot? So yeah, I go with 6'2". I like
6'2" and runs a 4.3, and that is exactly what you have I been trying
asking for years.
And asking for the 49ers to draft, and we finally did. And so he actually has hands. He can catch.
Yeah.
Unlike Marquise Goodwin and Emmanuel Sanders. We got Emmanuel Sanders at the end of his career. But that play was not meant for Emmanuel Sanders.
Right.
That play was meant for a 4.3 guy.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders is not a 4.3 at the end of his career.
He's a possession guy at this point, you know. So
he's a chain mover. He's an Anquan Bolden.
Yeah. So this is what we needed for a long time, and we finally got it. And you're going to see a whole difference now of Kyle's whole situation. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care when I get the trophy. Just get it. Get it. Do what you got to do, Kyle. You drug ass on this pick. Now you got it. Now go get it.
And Chill Pill Phil, you are really seriously picking Nate Sudfeld over Brock Purdy? Are you kidding me? Have you not seen Brock Purdy's stats in college? How impressive they are. 62.3% completion percentage.
He played all 4 years too, didn't he?
He is very exactly. He's very experienced and very polished, and he showed that in preseason. Granted, he was going up against scrubs, but he looked more polished than Nate Sudfeld. I don't know what people were seeing Nate Sudfeld in that game, honestly.
Well, he started off by making that touchdown.
Nate Sudfeld
people got the wrong idea.
And Brock Purdy's more athletic than Nate Sudfeld, I think.
You know, you could see his eyes. His eyes are open really wide, dude. I was watching him, and he's scanning the field like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious. Look at him. So
yeah.
Who was
What's
that?
up, JJ?
That's JJ.
That was JJ. Yeah. But yeah, Brock Purdy's out winning that backup job. There's no doubt in my mind. Especially if he balls out this Saturday, then he pretty much sealed the deal. And we saved $3 million too, so on top of that.
Oh, that's not guaranteed. Well, you know, he likes to keep 3 quarterbacks because Kyle doesn't know. You can't teach Kyle's offense quickly. So he's going to keep 3 guys. So Purdy's going to stay no matter what. Well, I don't know what capacity Kyle's going to make a decision on, but he's staying with the team.
Mm-hmm. We drafted him, so we kept Richie James in the 7th. We drafted Richie James in the 7th round, and we kept him all 4 years. And we're going to be doing that exact same thing to Brock Purdy. So
yeah,
and Brock Purdy's a better player than Richie James ever was.
Well, did you see Richie? I saw Richie, and he's with the Giants. Richie made some. People always do this. Richie made some sparkling plays. Granted it's preseason, but I said, look, that's our Richie James. Look at Richie go up and on that contested catch. I always thought Richie James was too small and couldn't deal with physical necessity. He was dealing with it in New York. So I don't know what's going on with us. Pettis, Richie James, you know?
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. All right, take care, man.
Good timing. All right, big show. Yes. All right, see you Friday, fam. All right. And here he is, that man we call Fly Guy. Fly Guy, come on in.
Ronbo.
Fly Guy. You know, a lot of things have been said tonight about our team evolving and looking good in camp. And Fly Guy, I know your personality, Fly. You're going to tell me, Ronbo, we need to chill out on all that rooting and screaming and hollering about camp. Fly Guy, I know you. That's exactly what you're thinking, aren't you?
Camp been looking good, but you know, I don't know if y'all noticed that Lance don't need no time to throw it over 40-something yards. He don't need time. You don't think so?
No, he doesn't need time. You know why? Because he's got a speed demon back there. He can count 1, 2, and let it go. This dude, Danny Gray, can run. Oh,
that's not the reason he don't need time. You didn't say the reason.
What was the reason?
The reason he don't need time is because once he drop 1, 2, and he see the coverage is a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
The way Lance throw the ball, it shoot up like a rocket, like straight in the air, like you want to space.
Yeah, it's a big arc.
And then it just comes down like a rocket. That means
it gives the receiver time
to run under
get down the field.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned that last week. I says he puts almost a Russell Wilson like arc on that shot, and you're right. One guy on the team said something about it. See, he says, seemed like that ball was up in the air about 15 minutes. He couldn't make a play on it.
Yeah, nobody in the NFL throw the deep ball like Lance. Russell Wilson don't throw it like that. He throw it deep, but not the way Lance throw the ball is like you see how when you see watching the highlight. You just see the ball just shooting up in the air like
coming off his hands. Yeah, you don't think so? I think Wilson was the first guy I discovered doing that. Patrick Mahomes does it every now and then, but Wilson, he can throw that ball up that like we're talking about. Taylor, DK, and that other receiver, the small guy. It seems like the ball's got some kind of a homing device on it, a heat-seeking missile. Because it's up in the air forever. And I just think, Russell Wilson put that ball up, and it was up there for like 15 minutes, and it drops right over the shoulder of Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. And I was wondering, how the hell do you do that? So, yeah, you're right. Trey Lance does have something similar.
Yeah, they're going to be in trouble with Lance because the way he throw the deep ball is beyond – the defender don't even have a chance to make a play on the ball.
Good.
The ball come down straight. And
Good. And once they get it polished between him and Danny, that could be special.
Yeah,
because they're just not getting that together.
This year going to be special, I believe. But in a running back situation, we're not as strong as we think we are because – We made a big mistake. If we would imagine if we would have kept Wilson, Mostert, and Elijah Mitchell, we would have been in a way dangerous, like the most lethal backs in the game.
As soon as you said Mostert, that was it. All you needed that's all we needed. Elijah Mitchell and Jeffrey Wilson Jr. Okay, they can give Mostert some rest, but I'm starting Elijah Mitchell like we used to do in 2019 with Coleman. And then bring in, now that they've gotten tired working on Coleman, now bring in Mostert, who's like the Flash getting between them creases. And now you just ruin a team, just break their heart right away.
What Kyle didn't realize that you didn't have to run Mostert in the middle. You could have sent him to screens and running back screens.
Run a stretch.
Once he get the ball in his hand, Mostert is like, he's like another Deebo. Yeah, it's like, You better get a hand on him right away. You gotta get a feet in front of you. Goodbye.
And he's quick. See, it doesn't look like he's moving. You ever watch him? Pay attention. It doesn't look like Mostert's moving that quick physically, but you could tell he's moving quick because all the defenders are just dropping, flying around his feet and being left in the dust. And then when he gets an opening, he just looks like he's trotting. That's a natural sprint. Yeah. Just trotting into the end zone.
There's one player I'm gonna miss this year. Like I feel like if we would have kept him, I think it would have been way, 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 way better. Like just by him being in the backfield, he even got to touch the ball because players know they got to get a head start on most of it. Because if they don't,
forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
He's got world class. He's a world class speed runner. You don't want to get behind that. If you do, stop running. Pull up, act like you pulled a hamstring or something, because you can get embarrassed. Just don't let everybody see you getting beat like that, like Patrick Peterson did today.
Sherman did that too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with Sammy Watkins, Super Bowl.
But anyway. Denny Gray, Mostert, and IU, Deebo. I can't wait to see how this season is going to end up.
Let's wait on the running back room because they could be tough. Anyway, tell you what, Fly Guy, I'm gonna look for you on Friday so we can talk about the pre-game stuff. All right?
Yeah.
All right, fam. Have a great night. And Seahawks, thank you. He said, I got your cornbread recipe and now applesauce too. I'm telling you what, it's what you call comfort food. Some of these people younger people don't understand. They'll grow up someday and realize what they've missed, but they'll get into it themselves. But that applesauce, It's multi-purpose. You could use it on anything. Like Big Show said, you can put it on pork chops. You can put it on any meat. It's like chutney. You know the British do the thing with the chutney? That applesauce is... God, that's... Okay. Thanks, Seahawks. Appreciate that. Hey, JJ.
Hey, how you doing, Uncle?
JJ, what is wrong with you? You had me fooled there for a second. If your name wasn't up, I would have thought you were calling from that website, Nude HD XYZ. Who is that?
Sorry, Rob. That was my imitation of that Cowboy fan.
Austin.
You got me cracking up tonight like crazy, bro.
It's a
First
fun
to the
night.
whole Reuben Foster, then the whole Alden Smith, super talented with no brain.
He knows it. I bet all his friends tell him that too. And because that's the kind of guy you always walk up to. Man, I just wish I had a quarter of your talent. I'd be rich. And you sitting up here smoking low-grade dope because you can't afford the best stuff no more. You know? I mean, you know what?
Driving down the highway with automatic weapons in the back seat.
Are you stupid or what? I still don't understand that kind of mindset.
And Alden's over here yelling bomb threats at LAX.
And then,
what's wrong with y'all?
Hey. And then how about the episode with him and Kaepernick? What kind of intelligence was that involved? And I mean, Kaepernick stole your girlfriend. Man. Okay. What are you going to do now? I'm going to go over and wreck his car. Okay, well, that makes sense. You know, Alden.
It was wrong, but he said that on a live Instagram feed, and I was listening to it, and I regret every day not recording it. But that was funny. He went through the whole story, everything, and then after that, I guess he had another few.
He's just, but like I said, JJ, if you have that kind of talent, it just kills everybody else to know the opportunities you had right in front of you. You can get established, and then you can do all the kind of things you're doing now, and maybe you'll get away with it. But don't get me started on that Reuben and Alden. My God, that's such a waste. Oh.
And then you talk about nasty ass putting on applesauce on pork chops. I've heard that. I've never done that.
Don't do too much because the Brits put chutney on everything. I took that from the idea that some meats are good with a little fruity flavorness. You don't want the overwhelming sweetness, but the apples, don't put any sugar in those apples when you put them in that cooker. Just the raisins and the cinnamon. Oh my God. That is.
I forgot a couple of years ago. If somebody brings up food, you'll start going.
That's right. JJ, talk some football. We got 3 minutes.
I really don't know what's going on, Ronbo. I haven't been paying attention because I can't go to a single platform without Niner by Nature taking a load to the face with his whole Lance, King of the West.
Well, here, tell you what. This thing with show just went on, and Phil brought up about Brock Purdy versus Stud Phil. We changed his name to Stud Phil. Who do you like? Because this is going to come down to a conversation. Watch everybody get split. Man, look, you guys are blind in one eye. You can't see out of the other. That Stud Phil has no business playing against Purdy. You know, and see, I don't really care yet. You know, but what are you thinking?
I don't think he's going to get that far, but I like Purdy. I do. He's real shifty, just like Lance.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, Big Show's my dude, but he's over here saying how good Purdy's stats were and how he was in college, yet he doesn't do the same thing with Trey. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Consistency. That's why I can't stand these Jimmy haters because they're not consistent. And then my boy does it right now.
I
like Purdy, though. I like Purdy over him.
Do you? Okay. Trey over Studville. Well, yeah, that goes without saying. You know what? Studville out there is any more than you have to. If we don't see the backup quarterbacks all year, that's what we probably want to do. So, Studville.
You don't ever want to.
Yeah, Studville or Steinfeld.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't have this problem right now with Jimmy going to another team if he could stay on the damn field.
Yeah.
But
And And we would have had, and I don't care what anybody says, we would have had a ring last year if it wasn't for the hand and the shoulder. That's asking a lot of a player to do. And this is why I'll always be proud of him. He went out there under really painful, stressful conditions and came close to pulling that off. So I don't care what anybody says. Jimmy Garoppolo, I will not sit here and take that. So
I know.
That's right.
I'm there with you, Ronbo. I still back Kaepernick. Whoever got us to a Super Bowl, I'm going to back them. I'm going to back them till the day I die. So it is what it is.
You know, you got to know how to appreciate a quarterback. And sometimes these scores and things that happen, the outcomes, they're not directly reflective on the quarterback. Just like this year, if every time we lose a game, the spotlight is put on Trey, I'm probably going to get mad again. I really wish people would understand the game a little better. You need to look at all the circumstances involved in a football game before you decide to spotlight one particular player. This is a team game, one of the most team-oriented games there is. So to tell me that one player made the determination whether they're going to lose that game or not is bull. God. Oh.
You know what? I said it before, Ronbo. It's because you have a brain that people hate you for it.
Just got to understand the game and how it works. Anyway.
I bet the people were blaming Jimmy for that McLaughlin missed field goal in 2019.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, you got it. It doesn't matter what it was. They're going to be this guy made this mistake in an untimely fashion. It's Jimmy's fault. Okay, that's fine. You go ahead and let it be Jimmy's fault. All right. Because I quit. I really did. I'm done. But anyway, hey, JJ, I'm going to tell you what, man. I'll see you Friday. I hope you got some time for us. All right? Always appreciate you.
Hey, Ronbo, big suggestion. It's either Jerry Rice or Steve Young that you should put up there.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, between those two, you're right. I agree. All right.
Do that, or I have a picture of Niner by Nature in a Trey Lance dress. Put that up there.
George Kittle's been mentioned too. Anyway, no more.
What? No, don't do that, Ronbo.
No, I'm not. You know, anything that I have to take down all of a sudden, I'm not doing. You know. So, anyway, unless they go to the Super Bowl.
Champion.
Yeah, any Super Bowl champ.
And
if the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year, yeah, any player of that team is eligible. So, yeah, I like that idea. Okay. Joey Chaz says the Bay is Raider Nation. Okay, that's it. We got to talk to Tony. It's time for me to go. My God, Raider fans, have some shame, dignity. They don't live in Oakland anymore.
The Rams ain't making the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I like that
idea. The Rams
idea.
are definitely not going back. That's 100% sure that's not happening. All right, good night, man.
Good night, JJ. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo, how you doing?
Tony doing great. You know, we had a great practice today, and some of the people we want to see do well did well. And, you know, we're not leaking oil right now. It looks like we're on a good trajectory. You know, Tony, it's always so fun to talk about other teams, and we haven't talked about your team enough. What's going on with the Falcons?
We had on Monday we had our practice at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the fans come to, and then we just had regular training camp practices. We haven't had practices with other teams like you guys and a couple other teams.
Are you going to do that this year? Oh, you haven't got any time to do it now.
We haven't done it yet. I wonder if we're going to fly to New York because we play the Jets on Monday night. I wonder if we're going to fly to New York and have some head-to-head practices with them.
Preseason?
Jets are very talented.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
It would have to already been scheduled though. Most of those kind of arrangements have been scheduled long before now, though.
There were a couple of fights today, control fights.
Yeah. You know, oh, by the way, one team was I forget which team it was, but they made the guys. I don't know if it was Belichick, but because they got into a tremendous fight with the Patriots. Some team, maybe the guys we played today. I think he made the Vikings promise to not start fighting, because Belichick usually tells his people, anybody starting fights out there, you're out, you're done. Belichick doesn't play. So, you know.
And
in Indianapolis, the Indianapolis Colts and Detroit Lions fault today. They broke it up. The coaches broke it up.
I bet you Don Burr was probably sitting up in the stands. Hit him! Hit that mofo! So, Detroit.
Yeah, Don Burr's hot, and he ain't coming out for a couple of days.
And fights
I think
usually.
you guys are happy with Danny Gray.
Excited about Danny Gray. They were saying things, the reports were coming out earlier that Danny Gray had bad hands, wasn't making any catches, was doing this and that. Apparently, he just needed to get away from our defense because, let's face it, 49ers defense was just hellified to start camp off. So, Danny Gray says, these people can't play no ball like ours can. I'm going to burn this boy to death. And then Patrick Peterson's how old?
Packers are what?
Patrick Peterson? How old is Patrick Peterson? All-pro Patrick Peterson?
Patrick, he came out of that great 2000 Ronbo. A lot of great players came out in the 2011 draft. Julio, I ain't calling him a great player. Cam Newton, Von Miller, Patrick Peterson, A.J. Green. That was a great draft. So he came out that year.
But his ability to keep up with speed merchants, I think those days are done. Patrick will do a number for you anywhere within the intermediate range, but Danny Gray had so much space between him, you could have built a building between the two of them. That was a long way apart, and Trey dropped it right in there and got him. Boom.
I'm laughing at the comment. Ellis just called ready to go a side piece.
What did you call him, a side piece? It's so funny about Ellis because Ellis was trying to get everybody to ignore Rams fans, in particular, Ready to Go, who had really made him mad one day. Ellis was just fuming, and that's when he came out and said, "You know what, guys, we can these Ram trolls coming up in here. If we ignore them, they'll go away." And that worked for a minute. I noticed the Rams didn't have any energy to feed off of.
Yeah, I was trading back with Sharice Armistead, one of your Niner fans.
Yeah.
Because she was on the Rams. I said, yeah. I said the Rams, they don't get no respect. You would never won. They just won the Super Bowl. They know they barely won. They know they barely won the Super Bowl. They trying to get respect, and they ain't gonna get none.
And that's too bad too, because they're not going to repeat. The Rams would get all the respect in the world if they could pull it off again. Because you'd have to respect them now. So now they're still asking for love that they can't really get because nobody took them really seriously, even after they won. You got past the 49ers team that had too many injuries. You got past the Browns team that's not quite ready for that kind of prime time. They did get in there, but had it been anybody else, had it been Buffalo, had it been the Chiefs, who else is it? They would have beat the Rams to death.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, Cincinnati was young. Man, Nixon was getting 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. You up 20-16. He was getting ready to break one, Ronbo, because on a couple runs, got him by then they just started throwing. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Get the ball to Mixon, and the game is over.
Well, because they got them premier receivers in Higgins, T. Higgins, and that other dude, but. Whatever's working. It's like when people get on Kyle Shanahan because Mostert ran up an all-time record against the Packers. We got us amongst us getting mad. Jimmy didn't throw the ball but 8 times. We won the game. And do you know why we won the game? They couldn't stop the run. We don't need to stop the run to make sure that Jimmy throws the ball. We're trying to win the game. If this is working effectively, let that work.
It works effectively to an all-time record. Rushing.
Nobody's ever going to do that again. The Packers are terrible against the run. Just awful. And then you got a running back like Bosa.
I think you guys are coming out of the NFC, but this is just me, Ronbo. I've been looking at those rookie receivers, Romeo Dobbs, and how I feel about Christian Watson.
Yeah.
They're going to ball. And the Packers' defense is even better than it was last. The Packers got a good defense.
Yeah.
The Packers are going to be y'all's nemesis. Y'all don't see them again. I'm not worried about anybody in the NFC East. I'm really not worried about Tampa, Ronbo, because they getting old.
I know. I got to see them. I need to see. It's like that sleeping bear. When you poke him, I want to see if he gets up or not, because as long as Tom Brady lives and breathes, he's going to make something happen, whether you want it to or not. I just don't know. If he gets beat this year, Brady will definitely retire next year. Whoever beats him this year, it's up to you, Tony, and your team. If you guys can whoop Tom, then we don't have to be bothered with this next year.
What they got to overcome is that, but the new center they got, I like the guy out of Notre Dame that played with your boy Aaron Banks, Hainsey, that third round. But they got a new center, 2 new guards. People are coming after Brady, man. We coming after him.
Is it? And Tom knows it too.
A rookie right guard. A rookie. We coming after him, man.
And they got a new coach. Oh, I don't know how much Bruce Arians played in that, because Tom was out there calling the shots anyway. But yeah. And hey, did you notice how?
I ain't saying gonna do nothing.
Yeah. Well, did you notice how also Green Bay? You notice how Aaron called out his receivers? He just talked to them like children. It was hilarious. If you're not going to do this and that, and you're not going to get in your playbook, and you're going to have to make improvements, you're going to have to be on the right page, or else you're not going to be out here. Aaron, damn.
That was a mental tactic. They'll be fine, because I still say, and I can't wait till the season starts, I think Christian Watson's going to tear the roof off the NFL. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
I want to see. I didn't see him in this last preseason game. I want to see. Did Christian Watson get into the game last week?
No, he had hurt his knee. They've been resting him, but he's back practicing now.
Okay.
And Romeo Dobbs beat y'all deep once.
I know, right?
Actually, they had Romeo Dobbs open earlier time, and they overthrew him.
You know, and the thing is, Jordan Love, after how many years, looks no better than he looked in this game. That's pretty strange. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Tony. Yeah. I'll be back Friday. I'll be looking for you. You guys got a game Saturday? Because it seems like you're keeping the game schedule.
We play Monday against the Jets.
Right.
Yeah, with Mac, with that quarterback out, it's a good test too. They got those receivers. Garrett Wilson, Joe Flacco is going to start. I'm glad, because I like the way he throws.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good test for our defense.
You would be the guys. Alicia Lovelace asked a question after a few years with Baltimore. Joe Flacco still out there. Listen, here the question is Joe Flacco considered elite? Baltimore fans were so pissed off.
He's a good quarterback with a strong arm.
There it is.
He's going to help those young kids. So.
Yeah. He'll bridge it up. All right, Tony.
Exactly.
I'll see you Friday.
All right, good. So you're ready to blow. Your quarterback will throw between 32 and 35 picks. I said it. Good night. Take care, sir.
Good night, Tony. With that bad elbow. Because it does seem like McVay, well, we're going to throw the ball. We're probably going to throw the ball around 75% of the time. Now, when I get down to certain situations, I don't mind running the ball. I need them. My running backs I use them just to confuse the defense. You're not confusing anybody, Sean. You're going to throw the ball. This is why you let we watch games where you had Garrett Goff out there throwing 30, 40, 50 times a game, and now you got everybody knows what you're going to do. You're going to throw the ball every chance you get. That's why we beat you 6 out of 7, 5 or 6 out of 7 times. Everybody knew what you're going to do. So, we'll see what happens to him there. Anyway, hey, thanks for the contribution tonight, fam. And Seahawks, thank you so much. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. I like the subscriptions. And like. Is that asking too much? I'll see you Friday. We'll talk some more 49er football. Have a great night. Niners!